All right. There we go. That's how we start today. The Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. I think I got that one off my Instagram. Someone requested it. If you're out there, I should have wrote your name down. I apologize. But thanks for the song request to start today's show with Mr. Jim Norton and Mr. Jim Florentine to my right.
How are you
guys?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to honor Ozzy's birthday by tweet. I've literally been trying to Instagram something for fucking 20 minutes, and my phone keeps crashing, and I'm going through. All I have is pictures of my cock on my phone. I can't find a picture of me and Ozzy Osbourne. It's pictures of my dick.
If you got a good shot, can you send that to me? Because then I'll forward it to the next girl.
Why is your phone crashing?
I don't know. It's just I woke up this morning and I fucking tried to play Words with Friends. It's the first thing I do before I get out of bed even. Yeah. I'll get my phone, I'll play a couple of Words with Friends, and it just kept fucking shitting the bed.
Can I ask you one question about the dick pic? Sure. How many takes did it take you to get a good shot?
There's a lot of duds on there.
There's
a lot of bad. Yeah, there's a lot of
Is
bad
it a whole
ones.
photo shoot?
It's literally one. I sent my picture of my dick to a girl yesterday, and she goes, I already got this one because it's the same. but she really didn't. It's a newer one. The older one that she got is from the same angle because I can only take them from one angle in my apartment because I have a mirror. So she thinks she's getting the same one. And I have to explain like, no, it's just a closer up of the kind of the other one.
You have the funds. You should hire a whole team to come in and
do a photo shoot with my cock.
And photo shoot the shit out of it. Get all sorts of different angles. Maybe get a Christmas version of it.
Yeah, maybe some
for a greetings card.
Nice little green hue.
Yeah, get all the holidays. Yeah, all the holidays. Why not? Why just do Christmas? Have all sorts of different decor in the background, proving that it's different dick pics.
I think my dick would look awful if filmed properly. Like I was trying to. This is what I was doing last night at midnight. I hadn't come in like a week, and I'm like, let me just do this and get it out of the way because I can't. I'm out of my mind right now. And I'm trying to film myself shooting a load because a girl had requested it. And my dick looked so awful on film. I think I was fucking. It looked like a child's cock. I'm like, what am I doing? The angle was wrong. The angle was wrong. It looked small. I'm like,
just way too much involved.
I know.
Way too much involved. I got to be honest, man. This shooting thing, I just turned off the TV. And for the radio show, I try to be informed and I try to watch all this stuff. I can't watch these mass shootings anymore. I just can't do it. What are the details on this one? I know it was a Christmas party for the disabled. I know some of the basics.
I think the guy worked there.
He worked there?
An employee?
I'm pretty sure he had some kind of connection to the place. And it was a Christmas party, and he was at the Christmas party. Supposedly got insulted by something, and he left, and then he came back with his wife.
Yeah.
Was it because they're saying, well, they were Muslims, she was from Saudi Arabia, but was that the motive, or was this a classic case of a psycho ex-worker?
Well, one of the headlines, might answer your question, says this was not spur of the moment.
Oh, okay.
No, because they came in all this gear and all that stuff with masks and armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
They had pipe bombs. Supposedly they had pipe bombs in the car as the cops were chasing them and all this stuff. So it was planned out.
Are they dead?
Yeah, the cops killed both of them.
Oh, good.
They're all gone. But they leave behind 4 dead and 17 injured, I think. Those are the numbers on this one?
14
God,
dead.
it's just...
The guy and his wife.
What the fuck, man?
If you get along well enough with your wife to convince her to go on a shooting spree, can't you figure out a way to make life good? Like if you could convince your wife, let's go kill my coworkers, and she does it.
Yeah, how bad could your life be if you have that strong of a relationship? You're 100% right.
Well, he went to Saudi Arabia, I don't know, like a year ago or something like that, and brought this woman over, and that was his wife, and then they had a baby. They had a 6-month-old too. I guess they dropped at the mom's and went and did this.
And they were willing just to give up on their entire lives and a new kid. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And then blah, blah, guns, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Nothing's going to change.
No.
Blah, 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 blah on that side. Blah, 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 blah on that other side. Nothing changes. It's ridiculous. And I don't know, I don't even know what the change is supposed to be. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if we get stricter gun laws or we just tell everyone to go get a gun. I don't know what side is right. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing on that Obama's always saying is like there is a loophole where if someone's on the watch list here in the United States, they could still get a gun. There's a loophole there, so they said at least close that one and start.
Yeah, they said the NRA was fighting that.
But they didn't want to budge on that one.
Were they fighting that, or was it like one of those things where they tie in 5 things to it?
Yeah.
And you're fighting the other 4 things, and they're like, look what they're fighting, but it's really the other things.
Right.
You know, they fuck each other like that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, look, it doesn't matter if the gun was legal. Like, they had legal. Who cares if they're legal or illegal? It doesn't really matter. And that's not going to do much, closing that loophole.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're still going to get guns from wherever.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe we just can't figure out anything in this country. Anything. Yeah. We just can't figure it out, and no one really wants to figure it out. The front page of one of the papers here in New York, it has all the big politicians just saying, our prayers, my prayers go out to these people. And they're being called on that, like, look, you're a big politician. I think you need to I think you need to say more or try to do something different than just giving your prayers
all of them
on a horrible incident. Yeah, the prayers thing is nice, of course. But, that's not gonna accomplish anything in the end. It's not gonna change things. It's not gonna make people feel safer.
At what point are people gonna realize your prayers are not being heard? Every time this happens, well, prayers are with the prayer. Mm-hmm. It's no one's listening.
No. Well, read those tweets. And it's right on the front page of the Daily News. I mean, they're going with a gun angle or something, obviously, but these politicians aren't willing to, stick their necks out in general. They just tweet out, my prayers go out to the victims, and then they move on to something else.
Ted Cruz, sorry, Jim, our prayers with the victims, their families, the first responders, and San Bernardino, Lindsey Graham. Thoughts and prayers are with San Bernardino. Am I saying that right? Bernardino, sorry. Dr. Rand Paul, my thoughts and prayers are with the victims' families and brave first responder. Paul Ryan, please keep the victims of San Bernardino, California in your prayer. You're right.
And then what did Trump say? Let's kick every single Muslim out of America.
Yeah. He will. By the end of today, he's going to come out. No, he just said, I feel bad for the people or something, and, the first responders kick ass and give them credit, or police or something like that.
But he didn't go with prayers?
He will later today when everything comes out. He'll start attacking.
No, I mean, but he won't say prayers.
No, he didn't say prayers. Yeah. I don't think he said prayers.
Yeah, he goes the other way drastically. So it's just the killer couple. There you go. And they're like, be careful. We don't know if this is terrorism.
Well, they want it to go away. They want to wait like 3 or 4 days so everything calms down. Everyone's onto something else. And then they'll come out and say, yeah, it was terror related.
Yeah.
They don't want it. It's fresh in everyone's mind right now. Tomorrow, somebody's going to do something. Right. Some celebrity's going to do something stupid. Everyone's going to be talking about that, and then they'll release this, and then everyone, by the weekend, nobody's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday, so by Friday, 5 o'clock, everyone's on to everything else.
That's what's so scary about these things.
Like, the Oregon shooting was what, like a month ago or 2 months ago? That was like 12 at that college?
I guess.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
No one gives a fuck about that anymore.
No.
I mean, we're quickly not giving a fuck about the Paris thing. We're moving on from that as well.
Yep.
Within a week or two, we won't give a fuck about this one until the next one happens. And then the news crews go out and do the exact same fucking thing. And literally nothing changes.
Thoughts and prayers. My prayers
just
are
a lot of thoughts and prayers.
I guess what else are you supposed to say? But it's just, we hear this from every one of them every time, and it's just annoying.
But it's amazing, though, like, those 14 people that died. I mean, they all have families, cousins, all that stuff, kids, it's moms and dads. Yeah. Now the kids are going to be fucked up, all that stuff. The 17 that are injured during a Christmas party. Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, and their voices will be heard for the next week or two, and then another mass shooting will happen, and then these people will still try to, have their voices heard, and the media will be like, yeah, you're like 2 mass shootings ago. Yeah, whatever. We gotta, focus on the new, victims and their families. It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's fucked really
up. Thanks.
But, as I sit here, I don't know what the fucking solution is. They talk about mental illness and this and that. I mean, that's a tough one, too. You can't just point at people and say, lock that fucking person up because, they're the next one.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. But that's not my job. You think these politicians would know a little more instead of the whole prayers thing.
Yeah. Fucking, it's just depressing.
300. What is this stat?
Depressing.
335 days so far this year. 351 mass shootings in this country so far this year.
The mass shootings are at least 4 people shot at one time.
Right.
They call that a mass shooting.
Wait, there's been more shootings than days?
Yeah.
More mass shootings than days?
Yep. Injured or killed, but at least 4 have to be shot to be considered a mass shooting.
So those, when you first look at that stat, it's It's like, holy fuck, but, those numbers are pumped up a little bit. Don't you think? Because when I think mass shooting, I'm thinking, marching into a school, marching into a movie theater.
No, I mean, like 4. That's a lot lot of people being shot at one time.
Of course.
But I guess that's where they're going at 4, starting at 4.
Yeah. But what are how many of the over-the-top ones? The ones that make the news. Because obviously, a lot of these, the news is like, this isn't worth our fucking time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like how many, there's plenty of, I'm sure, like, those aren't normally, like, gang shootings are normally not like a bunch of people in one area, like execution style.
But like a guy that wipes out his family that lives in Texas somewhere.
Yeah.
4 people.
Yeah, that's not worth the time of the media.
Kids and him, yes.
Local media, sure. It happened in their area, so they'll go with it. But as far as all the cable networks jump on, they're not going to touch that shit.
A killer couple. They're going to call them killer couple.
Sure. Go ahead. Romanticize the whole thing. There's other people out there that go, oh, wow, they're romanticizing these scumbags. I could get my face on the TV doing something crazy.
Did this guy shoot disabled people, or was it coworkers?
No, I think it was a Christmas party for this company.
Yeah, but there had to be disabled people in the party, right?
I don't know.
Like I said, I have to turn it off now because my son is getting to an age where he's starting to look up at the TV. I used to be able to watch all this crazy shit while he was playing with his silly toys on the floor, but now he's starting to look up when he hears words like killed, murdered, blah blah blah.
No, I know.
So, and it's good for me because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is not doing me any good. Get some basic facts, and maybe you could talk about it for a few minutes on a radio show, and that's it. And move on. So I just fucking turned it off yesterday.
Yeah, last night I put it on because I wanted to see what was happening around 7 or 8. I was looking.
Yeah.
And my son saw it. He's like, Dad, someone was shooting people. And I was just like, I had to watch Frozen instead.
You did not watch.
Yeah.
Did you want to watch it?
No.
He's still in the Frozen kick?
Once in a while, he'll see it because I was flicking through and it was on. He goes, oh, let me watch that. And then, there was a good 20 minutes of that.
But you have to tell the boy at age 3, like, we're watching something about a murder, son, and sit him down and explain murder and the finality of it.
I tried to switch it back to the shooting, but he's like,
Frozen.
No.
We're past Frozen finally, thank God. Thank God. We watched Frosty over the weekend, though. It was good to sit down with my kids and watch Frosty.
Yeah, I watched Rudolph with my son the other night. A little bit of it.
Frosty's pretty hacked, though. There's nothing to that dumb show.
So you're jaded when you say Frosty is hack.
It's hack. It's just hack. It's a simple, dumb story. And I think the actual show was...
Earlier in the week, Jimmy, you said fire is awful.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Fire's awful.
I take a tough stance once in a while. I don't care what anybody says.
He hates fire, and I hate, ice. It was stupid. I can't believe I thought that was the greatest show ever, growing up. There's nothing to that show, and I think it's like 12 minutes long. It goes by like there's a million commercials. It's a half hour, but you don't get much material.
Yeah.
Because they shove all those commercials in. It must be a shorter version of the one we had growing up, because they probably, added more commercials. We're used to having more commercials in a half hour than when we were, younger.
Is that the claymation Frosty? Is that those old ones from like the late 60s or the 70s, whatever they were?
Yeah.
Or is that when they're from?
Yeah, Rankin Bass, I think they were called.
Yeah.
The ones we watched as kids.
And then there was a Frosty Returns or something that was on afterwards, and it didn't make any fucking sense.
It was a sequel?
It didn't seem like it was even a sequel. The Return of Frosty or something like that. I couldn't even follow it. I turned that one off.
Did your kid like Frosty?
Yeah, they loved it. They loved it.
Yeah, they don't think in like terms of this. They're like, all right, it's a fucking man made of snow and he's talking. That's all right.
I can't wait for my son to be more aware and go, God, this is just stupid. I'm looking forward to that day. But everything's just amazing.
Yeah, everything's exciting, yeah.
Everything. He can play with a paper bag still and turn it into a fucking race car or something. He thinks it's the greatest thing ever. We're still in that stage.
I took my son to see that movie Peanuts, and I forgot how depressing Charlie Brown is. Like, it was really bumming him out. He's like, why is everybody so mean to him? Like, it was really fucking bumming my kid out.
It's not even that Charlie's depressing. It's the world has changed and like bullying and all that stuff. When we were younger, that was very acceptable.
I know. I'm like, man, this is sad.
He's a downer, man.
He's a bummer. It was really, and it was back to there was no like the writer or the creator said I forget his name.
Charles Schultz.
He said, "Don't put any cell phones on. I don't want any technology in here. Go back to
Schultz is dead.
I know. Well, whoever was in charge of it, the script said, "Don't make it modern. I don't want Charlie Brown texting or any of that bullshit." So it was back to the old school shit. And it was just him. Everything failed.
Oh, so
and everyone was just making fun of him the whole movie.
I haven't been able to go see that yet. I have to, obviously, because my kid is the same age as yours, and I got another one coming up that I got to go to all the movies with. But they went with the same theme where they bully Charlie.
Yeah, it's just everything doesn't work out for him.
I would think in this new PC world we live in that they wouldn't go there. They would go, fuck, we got to make Charlie winning and accomplishing things, and everyone being nice to him.
I almost said, don't give it away. Does he win?
Does he kick the fucking football?
I fell asleep the last 20 minutes of the movie, so I don't know. He probably did.
I saw it and I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, you just I'm just thinking of anything else for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I forgot there was a movie. I forgot they remade the movie.
I got a theater in my neighborhood where it has those giant couch seats where you can just push the button and recline. So me and him will go and we'll share a seat, and I'll give him all his treats. And then I'll position myself in a way where it looks like I'm watching the movie, but I could get a few snoozes in. I do the same thing.
Right, absolutely. He's woken me up many a times in movies.
Well, as soon as you hear your kid's voice, you're going to wake up immediately, and then I make believe, wow, that was amazing. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Dad, you asleep? No. It's just,
no, he doesn't even say that. Because I got it in such a way he has no idea. Because I'm not like Roland where I fucking snore and annoy the entire theater.
Would be weird if you woke up and you're like Charlie Brown's walking around with a gun shooting people, and you're like, what the fuck did I miss? 1 minute he's missing the football, the next one he's fucking opening fire. It's kind of like advanced graphics. Yeah. I couldn't have said that like a stupider person.
It was in 3D too.
All right.
No, in a weird way I want to see it because we all grew up with Charlie Brown. I just want them to explain why he has no hair as a 5-6-year-old.
How old is he supposed to be?
I would assume 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, it's between 5 and 10, all the kids.
Well, that doesn't answer the question. I said 5 and 6, and you go, between 5 and 10.
Because he has younger sisters. Lucy has a younger brother. They're all between 5 and 10.
But they're going to like they're going to like school dances, and he's trying to hook up with the girl.
Yeah, I thought he was like 12 or something. Maybe,
that's
or
not
10?
12.
No, 10.
10 the most.
If he's losing his hair, he's got to be at least 12.
Oh, he has cancer. Charlie Brown is fucking, he has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. They found a lump under Chuck's armpit. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Poor Charlie.
They're saying approximately 8 years old.
Okay.
All right. I gotta see that in the dinosaurs. You see the dinosaurs yet?
No.
The good dinosaurs or something? They have like 1 or 2 kid movies a year, and you gotta just take them. I'm surprised they don't have more fucking movies for kids. It's weird.
There's a porno now, someone told me. The dinosaur porno. I don't get.
Dinosaur porno?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. Dinosaur porn. Someone told me that, and we were just joking about it. Like, I can't imagine who would jerk off to that. But I remembered our friends in Japan. I'm like, all right.
What happens in dinosaur porn?
I don't know. I don't. They asked me about it, and I didn't quite get
Dinosaur erotica. Taken by the T-Rex Kindle edition. Wait, we're still looking around here. Well, we got to find that. I don't know.
I don't get it, man. That's fucking. I'm a weird guy, and that's weird.
Oh my god! What?
Wow!
What is going on here?
That's pretty good graphics.
That's
DP too.
Yeah, a little dinosaur DP.
Oh my! Okay, it looks like. Of course, but why wouldn't it be? What a shock! It's like an Asian girl being fucked by dinosaurs.
This is silly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is this what they were asking you about?
That we just mentioned. It got brought up, but the graphics are much better than I would have thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like shitty. Well, this is a lot better than the chip animation. I'll tell you that much.
I thought it was going to be some guy in a dinosaur.
God, no, your animation should be
in a dinosaur costume, fucking.
Right. This is not bad, but it's not my style.
This is.
It's weird.
I'd watch it for a minute or two just because it's silly.
Yeah.
Are people getting turned on by this?
I'm sure, dude.
This dinosaur is standing by, waiting with their hard-ons to get in there. Yeah. She looks lovely.
Yeah, she's got a Japanese girl, gigantic tits.
She's wonderful looking. But the dinosaurs don't look anywhere as close to real.
Yeah, there's no way this is actual footage. Bullshit.
Dinosaurs and people were not around at the same time.
FBI, you've got local authorities.
What? FBI? What's going on there?
There's a news report.
Talking about the FBI. Is that what happens when you click on this stuff?
Maybe,
the FBI is listening in?
Bye, Eric.
They're outside
my God,
the
we're in trouble. The FBI, is coming your way.
I have to know who comes to this. I just can't. And again, people would look at my computer and go, what's the turn on in that? I get it, but this is just weird shit, man.
Some of the like cartoon porn could be fun to watch, definitely, but not dinosaurs. That looks stupid. Look, the dinosaur doesn't even look alive, I should say.
I don't know how people pull to that.
I don't know.
People are weirdos.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right. We fucking put up the snowing Christmas tree last night, too. Fuck.
Why'd you do that again?
I don't know. Yeah, you remember the last time? Well, I walked by a store a few years back, and they had these snowing Christmas trees. They're a big fucking mess. Where it looks like it's snowing. It's like these packing peanuts, very fine peanuts that look like snow, individual snowflakes. And then it shoots through a tube at the top of the tree, and it looks like it's snowing around your Christmas tree. And then there's a big receptacle that collects all the fake snow, and the cycle continues. And I had it once. Yeah, there it is. That's the exact fucking tree.
But they never get on the floor or anything, do they?
Holy fuck. I've told my son already 200 times, please don't fucking put your hands in this. The snow is already all over the fucking house.
Oh, right, because then it goes all over the floor.
All over.
So it goes in that bucket on the bottom of it.
Look how hack it is. This is redneck shit. I've entered the world of redneck shit.
Yeah, that's a little silly.
Sorry to the rednecks out there, but it's silly, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they love it.
Yeah.
But they can't keep their hands out of that thing, see? And then it scoops it all over the fucking floor. And it's so light, all you have to do is walk by it, and it goes flying further.
So it sucks it up through like a vacuum and spits it out the top?
Spits it out the top, yeah.
That's not real snow.
But what they should do is get some kind of tube that you could, like, kind of hide and get in your ceiling. Because it doesn't even really look like, it's snowing because it's just, flying out of the top of the actual tree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, you might as well do it correctly and get something that kind of just falls from your ceiling onto your tree. But we set that up yesterday. It's already a fucking mess.
I need to put a tree up. That makes me want to be holiday-ish.
I got 2 trees already.
You put 2 up?
This is the earliest I've done trees. I got a very tiny 18-inch tree that I gave my son and my daughter, like, this is your tree, do whatever the fuck you want. I should take a picture of how they decorated it. It's ridiculous. But they think it's, like, worthy of an award.
It was funny trying to find an award that you give out for trees. And
I know, I was trying to think. Worthy of entering into a competition. And then we got the snowing Christmas tree that's been in a box for, like, 2 years. I wanted to throw it away. I wish I did. No one would have known. And then my wife got the idea, like, oh, let's set it up this year. Well, I haven't set it up in probably two seasons.
Yeah, I like getting the real tree to smell and all that stuff. We already got it.
We're getting that this weekend, the real big, huge, over-the-top tree. So
you're going to have 3 trees?
Yeah, which is weird because we've never done that. But, yeah, I guess we're doing that this year. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put a little one up.
Put a little one up.
I'm trying to sell the apartment, so it's like I've stripped so much of my own shit out of it. Like, It's very bare looking now, and it's got some stuff on the wall, but none of my personal stuff, and just trying to,
You fixed all the holes in the walls with all that?
Yeah, not the ones that are at waist level. No, some of the picture holes are still there. It's not perfect. People understand that when they're shopping. You're going to have like little picture holes. It's not a big deal. It's just so they can kind of come in and say, can I live here?
I wonder if putting a Christmas tree in there will help sell the apartment.
I don't know if it will or not. I should ask my guy that.
Unless one of those Jews comes in.
Yeah, will that fuck it up?
One of those Jews.
Why you say it like that?
Huh?
Why you say it like that?
I think it's the word those before.
Yeah, because they're people. They're people, too.
That's right.
But the
Jews are people, too. It's like that old song from Wonderama.
Yeah. Do you do the goofy elf on a shelf thing?
No. We do the other thing with the doors. What is that? The
Advent
doors.
Calendar?
The what?
The Advent calendar?
Yeah, that. We put dumb little, like, army men and stuff in each one of those. Did that start yet?
Yeah, December 1st. It's 25 days leading up to Christmas.
Huh?
I don't know what that is.
An Advent calendar?
Yeah.
You didn't have that growing up, Jim? So each day you open a door and it has a little surprise for you, like it's a toy or candy or something like that.
No, I don't know what that is.
Eric, was it always candy in your house?
Yeah, but it was always chocolate. I don't like chocolate.
Why don't you like chocolate?
I just don't.
I want to kiss you right now on the little cheek. I want to give you your cheek a little kiss. A little peck on Rock's cheek.
Yeah, we do that, I guess. We do the door thing.
I don't understand.
But we're always late. We're always late.
So every day they get something different?
Wait, how does that work? It sits on the
calendar.
door? Oh, okay, it's paper.
I say the door thing because you open up individual little doors.
Some are paper, some are boxes.
Or this one, it slides out. But mine, it's little doors. It's like it looks
like a flat.
Ours looks like a village. So it's individual shops, I guess.
But is it for kids?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, that's fine.
Kids and old fucks.
But anything for kids, it's like, all right, I get,
Yeah.
Anything for, that's fine, but I don't understand it for adults to kind
Well,
of.
there's that whole elf on the shelf thing. You move it every night, and
What's the elf on the shelf?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
What do you
I don't
mean
know,
you
but
move it every night?
I don't know. You put it in a different spot when you wake up in the morning or some shit,
It's
right?
some bullshit to keep your kids in line until Christmas, so they
Right,
gotta
he's
behave.
watching.
Oh, that's cool.
Guys, Mars
Basically
does
putting
it.
a guy jerking off in the bushes in the house. That's what it is. Hey, look, it's the Jared Fogle elf. He's in your fucking bedroom now. Creepy.
You do elf on the shelf?
No, I'm doing Lemmy on the shelf. I got
That's awesome.
I do. I got a Lemmy action figure.
It should be.
And he's on. We started it yesterday.
That's hilarious.
It should be Lemmy on the wagon, by the way. Oh my God! Is he still drinking?
I think he's sober.
18 years old.
Is he?
No, he's drinking and he's smoking.
Love the Lemmy. Mars.
Yes.
You do
God
elf
damn it.
on the shelf?
Unfortunately, yes.
What do you mean? Unfortunately, we
He's
learned
been
that
mistaken for one. Little fella. Come on, little fella.
Oh, he creeps me out. I tell the
joking.
kids that.
Oh.
He's very creepy. He stands there and he's watching you to see if you're doing you being good or bad.
But at least it's not your dad, right, Mars?
That is correct, Dopester.
I gotta fill Florentine in. He's all in with this Christmas thing because he had shitty Christmases growing up, so he forces his kids to watch the Hallmark movies. He started watching Christmas movies in November. And he forces his family to sit down and watch them with him.
What Hallmark movies?
Different ones. The last one I saw was a boyfriend for the
Watch his hands.
boyfriend for the holidays, something like that.
A boyfriend for the holidays?
Mm-hmm.
No, who'd you watch that
Oh,
with?
Hallmark.
Yeah.
You had me watching that fucking channel. By the way,
No, come on.
there's two Hallmark channels.
Yeah, there's a Hallmark too.
Yes, there are.
Wow.
Not good.
Wait, who did you watch that with?
With my daughter, she recorded it, so I watched it with her.
Watch his hands. Watch his hands fiddle and tap.
Did she suggest it or did you suggest it?
She recorded it on her own because, we made a little thing in the house. I brought up the fact that they were making fun of me on the show about the Hallmark channel. So they continued at home and they just, my little one doesn't understand teasing me, but she's just with me watching Hallmark channel.
How old is she?
She is 8.
Okay, wait till she's 9 and she's not going to be watching with you anymore.
Well, my 10-year-old doesn't. He wants nothing to do with it.
He's a boy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars is really into Christmas because he had really shitty Christmas.
Well, that's cool. You know,
he was almost crying the other day. Look, now he's taking his coat off because he's uncomfortable. Tap, tap, tap. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle.
Well, if he wants to have it,
look at him looking around like, when is this going to be over so I can leave? Ask him questions about it. His father was an asshole to him.
The phones are fucked up, right?
Oh, they're lit now.
Oh, shit.
They are lit now. Ask him.
But why?
Look at him adjusting his pants.
There's enough Christmas movies, Frosty and Rudolph and stuff like that to watch,
They've
isn't it?
been watched too many times, so we got to move on.
You want something new?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hallmark's
but kids like watching the same thing over and over again. It might be the adult that might be getting sick of it that wants to move over to the Hallmark channel.
Right. Absolutely right. I will not deny that.
Do you put the Hallmark channel on after Christmas at any point, like after January 1st, or even is that ever on?
This is the first year that I started doing it, so I don't know.
But I'm just saying, do you ever watch it just when your kids aren't around when you put them to bed?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
But Mars is a killer. Mars is a killer. He's a fucking martial artist and a repressed rage kook.
Do you pay extra for the Hallmark 2 channel? Or is that part of your basic cable? Like, if they drop that channel, would you call and complain? Would you call and complain to cable company? Go, what the fuck? Where's Hallmark 2?
During this season, yes, I will call and complain.
You would?
Yes.
Now, there's enough shit on Hallmark 1 that they had to make a Hallmark 2.
Well, I didn't know about the Hallmark 2. I don't see that.
They're both. I have FiOS. They're fucking both there.
You're really watching the Hallmark Channel? Or you're watching holiday movies, Jimmy?
No, I had a friend, and they wanted to watch it, so they put it on for a little while. And by they, I mean she.
What do they want to see on there?
Just the Christmas stuff.
Oh, they okay.
Just Christmas stuff.
So you do the Elf on the Shelf?
Yes, we do, and he's very creepy.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
It's just a dumb thing. What makes him creepy?
His little look, and he's just like he's staring at the room. It's just,
it looks like a Twilight Zone dummy that will choke you in the middle of the night.
Twilight Zone, very good.
Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. And why did you decide to do Elf on the Shelf?
I didn't. My wife did. And the kids.
I still don't know what it means. So you move it around and freak the kids out like the elf is moving in the middle of the night?
Every night.
Why would you do that to your kids?
It keeps you Santa Claus in a Santa Claus vibe, and you won't do anything fucked up.
Yes.
But I wanted to call Trish up, Otto's wife, and get the George and put him around.
Oh my God!
How great would that be?
Cock on a shelf.
See, now I could get into that. Right? I could get behind that.
Waking up and see where George is every morning.
I don't know how I feel about tricking my kids and making them think that this thing is actually alive.
The whole holiday's about tricking the kids.
But I understand. But now the kid wakes up every morning and this thing is in a different spot. That's got to freak with his little brain when he's trying to go to sleep at night.
The good thing about it is that they have to find them.
But it's a treasure hunt.
Yeah, but they're enjoying it. It's not creepy to them. They're like, oh, look, they don't understand like creeps and guys fucking staring at them. They're like, oh, this was awesome.
Maybe I'll do it, but I'll go, look, me and Mommy are switching the location every night, so, you could have sweet dreams instead of nightmares.
Well, I called him Creepola last night, and I insulted my little girl. Yeah, she was upset with me.
Well, my son asked me the other day, he goes, what is the tooth fairy, what does the tooth fairy do with all the teeth? And then I'm thinking, I think I might just tell him that is all bullshit.
No, that's where you got to put on the mass shooting thing and say the tooth fairy gives them to these people who've been shot, and then really make them think about it.
Oh my God!
Just make them really think about it.
I don't want him to think there's some magical, weird fucking fairy coming and taking his rotting teeth.
No. Mine hasn't lost any yet. I don't know how I'm going to handle that one.
I think I'm just going to go look.
Here's $5.
Here's $5. We think, every time you lose a tooth, we'll go get something. We'll get a gift. I don't know. I feel like I need to be a little more honest with him because some of this stuff it's just creepy. That's creepy shit. The elf moving around in the middle of the night.
That's why my son found Lemmy right away. I put him right in the liquor cabinet. He went right to that in the morning, right next to the fucking Jack Daniels.
But does your son think Lemmy's a magical thing that is moving itself in the middle of the night?
I think Lemmy is that, the fact that he's still alive.
I know. At 70. He's going to be 70 Christmas Eve, yeah.
Is that his birthday, Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve, he's 70.
God.
Is there really a mensch on a bench?
Yeah, there's a Jewish version.
Get out of here.
I think it started last year.
Let me go to Terry in Atlanta. Terry, welcome to the show.
Boy with a girl's name. Hello.
Got Florentine in here today.
It's the boy.
Hey, man.
Oh, hi, Terry.
Yeah, on Shark Tank. They had a guy a season or so ago, mensch on a bench, and they took it and ran with it, and I think it's like in Bed Bath & Beyond and all this stuff. It's even creepier looking than the elf. You should take a look at it.
Well, why are the Jews, they continue to piggyback our holiday?
I know.
What's going on with that shit? Why can't you just deal with your dreidel and move on? Why you gotta jump on our stuff?
Oh, which Eric you mean? You're not Jewish, right?
That Eric is.
Right.
Eric Stangl is Jewish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to speak for the Jewish people.
Would you do the mensch on a bench?
No, I would not. That is
mensch, right? Mensch on a bench?
Yeah. Mensch on a bench.
That's designed so someone will look at it and say, that is hysterical.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more for the adults?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys got some wonderful holidays. I don't understand why you're trying to compete with ours.
Like Charlie Brown, every Jewish holiday is surrounded with depression.
Really?
Yeah, because there's guilt involved in everything. It's like, have fun, but, you're having fun because everybody died so you could have fun.
Oh.
Yep.
That's good. Fair enough.
Enjoy it.
You're not allowed to eat, no technology.
Nope.
That's what Hanukkah is?
No, Hanukkah is the miracle. It's that, it's always that the Jews were backed into a corner and then something amazing happened. So you get presents. But they were backed in the corner, so don't have too much fun.
Really? That's why they push on you?
You're a grown-up now. You can move past that if you want.
I did.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's why I got nothing to do with a bench on a bench.
All right.
But all that gave the Jew the skills to read the fine.
The Jew?
The Jews to read the fine print in things.
Yeah, you might want to think of you don't want to put the before Jew.
You guys were beaten down to the point where you're like, you know what? This fine print is very fascinating to us.
Yeah, I guess I know what you're talking about.
You're all about details.
Yeah.
You're very detail-oriented with your tasks. Mensch on a bench. Learn something new every day on this dumb show.
I never heard of any of them. I never heard of the Elf on the Shelf. I mean, I get it, but
I always knew about Elf on the Shelf, but I didn't care enough to really figure out exactly what that's about. I thought you just put an Elf on the Shelf and that's it. It stays exactly in that spot. But you're moving around and freak the shit out of the kids.
He's kind of cute. I'm looking at the little guy in the hat. He's all right.
If I was a twisted father, I would put the elf 2 inches from his face, so when he wakes up in the morning, why not have fun with this thing and hear a scream? I think that's because you didn't clean your room. I don't know. Try cleaning your room and let's see if he leaves you alone in the morning. What else?
Does work.
Huh?
It does work.
What?
If they're doing something that you want them to fix, you tell them, shelf on the elf. Elf on the
shelf on the elf. Fucking boo.
Well, look down on you. And they go ahead and they do what they're supposed to do.
So you got a horror movie creature in your house for a month.
Hey, everybody else is doing it. You got to keep up with the Smiths.
I don't know, man. I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, when he comes home and he says, my buddies are doing it.
I'll go good for your buddies.
Yeah. All right.
If you like your buddy's family so much, go live with them.
Mars, will you be watching Murder, She Baked, a Plum Pudding Mystery, which is on at 1 o'clock today on Hallmark?
Wait a minute. Hold on now.
I'm still traveling.
I try to DVR that. Murder, She Baked.
A Plum Pudding Mystery.
A Plum Pudding Mystery.
Yeah.
It's not, but it sounds innocent and fun, but it's not. Like, it's about a woman who's making a cake. And she finds a decapitated head in her cake. It's a whole ISIS thing. Yeah. Fucking boo. I knew that was going to bomb.
What happened when you tried to DVR it?
I don't know. I didn't have a joke prepared for that. I heard it the first time and I sidestepped because I had no funny answer. No, I fucking moonwalked to the left out of there. I let your question go by the wayside because I had no humorous anecdote for it.
Mike in Rockland says the Elf on the Shelf guy's a genius. Come on now. Go ahead, Mike.
It comes with a book and everything, so you got to buy this thing for $30, and everybody has it everywhere.
But what makes him a genius? Let's cut to the chase.
Because it's the stupidest idea ever, and it drives freaking parents nuts. It drives us absolutely nuts.
We
forgot to move it this morning. Mm-hmm. I had to get out of bed and quickly move this friggin' thing.
But if you don't move it, who cares? You tell your kid, I guess the elf is taking the night off.
No, we forgot last year, and then they actually was dead.
This whole thing's
All
right. Well, why don't you move it? Can you move it the night after he goes to sleep? Just move it then, before you go to bed.
You're supposed to move it before you go to bed, but, some parents like to have drinks before they go to bed, and you forget. We lost it this year. We couldn't find it, so we had to go out and buy another one. My wife came home with the brown one. And because they have different colors, and I'm like, you can't give it to the kids. Like, they're going to know it's not the same elf.
And they're going to really be scared.
We literally stressed over it for 3 days.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing Elf on the Shelf.
This is a rip-off of something I started years ago.
Do not do it.
What was it, Jimmy?
It was to keep kids. It was called Fredo on a Shelf, and I just had Fredo collapsed in that chair like Godfather 2. Every morning, the kid has to wake up and look at Fredo, and you pull the string, and he goes, "I was stepped over." That's my whole Fredo joke.
I like it. All right. Wow, everyone's calling about it, though. Elf on the Shelf. My kids are teens, and they have the elf. Ew. Elf on the Shelf. There's a Jewish version. Okay, we did that. Did you guys see the creepy Santa on the news that poses with sleeping babies? I did not. I'm enraged about Elf on a Shelf and the band. All right, let's go to Lori. One more on this, and then we'll try to move on. And then we got a Jew on the line. What happened? Chris Distefano. What's going on, buddy? Lori, what's up?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey.
Hi, Lori.
So, I'm 45. I have a couple of young kids, 5 and 3, and I find it enraging. Same thing, like, well, everybody else is doing it, so we have to do it.
Right.
The real reason behind it is the elf moves every night because it goes back to Santa and it reports what the kid did that day. Right. So that's why you're supposed to move it. And I think it is genius, but what's enraging is it was a teacher who came up with the idea. And I'm, being a teacher, a little enraged that she came up with it and is making millions over it. But they even do it for birthdays now. They have like a birthday elf, and they've marketed it in so many other different ways. And now there's outfits for it, and it's just obnoxious. And so I absolutely don't do it. What I do is, if the kids are acting up, I pick up my cell phone and I say, cut the shit, or I'm calling Santa.
Wow.
Pretty well.
I like that. You should get an app for that. You can make some money. We're talking about Elf on the Shelf there, Chris Distefano.
Nice.
Who looks like he's in rough shape.
Yeah.
He went to the Islanders-Rangers game. He was texting me all through the game.
Fucking loaded.
That was an amazing game, though.
It was one of the best games I've ever been at.
Wow,
I'm 1,000% still drunk.
Really?
This never happened. I have a kid.
So you rarely get to go out late.
Yeah, no, it's fucking...
Thank you, Laurie. We got to talk to
Sorry,
Chris.
Laurie.
He's fucked up.
Hi,
Yeah.
All right.
Chris is really drunk. Chris, what do you think of the blacks?
What's this, Anthony Cumia show?
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, my God. No, we're...
Yeah, okay. No, it was good, man. It was good that...
I could have went last night. I didn't
know.
go. I should have went.
Everybody was there. Boomer Esiason.
Islanders won in overtime in the shootout.
In the shootout.
Oh, don't say that with the TV. I mean, that's just not the way to phrase it.
Yeah, they're going to have to rename the shootout in hockey.
By the way, you never start, everyone was there, you never start with Boomer Esiason. I have no problem with Boomer Esiason, but I wouldn't put him on the everyone was there first list.
Boomer. He's so tall. Taylor Kitsch from Friday Night Lights.
Holy fuck, who wasn't there? It'd be faster to name them.
Yeah. Check my Instagram. I got a pic. And then
you were very excited about that one.
Yeah, that was a big one for me.
You texted me that picture. All excited.
Did I?
Yes, you did. I should read your text messages. Do you give me permission? Let me find a good one from last night.
How many beers did you have? Would you say?
No. I wasn't drinking beers. I drank like 8 vodka sodas.
Jeez,
just
really?
at the game, hockey game.
At the hockey game.
Was there any before, any after?
I took my girl with me, so we drank white wine before.
Okay.
So I was, because it was a Christmas party in the lobby of my building.
Right.
So I don't really drink. Like, I'm not a big drinker, but I just came in and it got bad.
So wait a minute, let me say, you obviously are listing all the big people there. You started with Boomer. Who was the second one?
Taylor Kitsch.
The worst who's who I've ever heard. Fucking everyone was there. Fucking Boomer Esiason, the woman who played Madge in the Palmolive commercials. Fucking horrible.
The teacher who invented Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah. Look at that face. Oh, everybody was all over this guy. They were fucking gooing on him.
No, he was in
there you go.
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, okay.
Can I read some of your text messages?
Yeah, but I don't remember them.
They're actually funnier this morning.
Yeah?
Isles game is nuts. I'm fucking smashed. You spelled it S-M-A-S-H-E and a lot of D's in capital letters. Gonna be a hot one tomorrow, baby. Woo! That's your text to me. Oh, no. Then you texted the picture of Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah.
It's a sick one, bro. Mad Ranger fans in here. You're an Islanders fan, for the record. Which I was surprised by. I always thought you would be a Rangers fan.
No, they came to Brooklyn and I support them.
Yeah. You're a newer fan too. That's
newer
right.
fan.
Okay. And then there's a lot of text messages, but I just got to read this one. If the Isles win Stanley Cup, I will grow my hair out like Justin Stangl. You have my word. I will get the Dora the Explorer haircut. That's a bet. I wasn't even betting you.
I guess if I wrote it, it's there. I'll do my hair like that. I'll get a mushroom haircut and I'll do that.
Well, Justin cut all his hair off.
Oh, all right.
And then he took off. I don't know. I think he left us or something.
Why? What happened?
I don't know.
Did he get a haircut?
He did.
I don't know if he's in the witness protection program or what, but it's all short and nice again.
Oh, all right.
The fact that I just got excited that Justin got a haircut, I should be fucking killed. I really need a woman in my life.
What, did he take off to Florida?
Yeah, a couple days.
A few days in Florida.
Yeah.
So, What's up, Chris Distefano? So we were talking about Elf on the Shelf. We don't need to talk about that, but I needed to know about it. I really didn't know how that whole thing worked until today.
It's these dumb Facebook moms putting that shit on there, and everyone's like, "Oh, I got to do it because everybody else is." That's all it is in a nutshell.
I just don't want to freak my kid out. I already freak my kid out. We all do. And then you got the tooth fairy shit, Santa Claus. He's asking me, how the fuck does Santa Claus come to our place because we don't have a chimney? I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah.
I think I went with the stairwell. He didn't like that explanation.
Yeah, my son said the other day, he's like, how does he come down the chimney? He goes, what? You always have the fire going in the wintertime.
Yeah.
He's like, how does he come down with the fire going? And I had no answer to it.
Yeah, I got to think out of the box better because I'm like, well, I usually go, well, that's a really good question. Let's try to figure it out together.
How do you feel about it? You put it back on your kid.
Yeah, there's no reason Santa Claus should be going in these apartment buildings.
Yeah, it's
a major fucking hassle. It was real.
Is Santa really coming to like apartment 11C?
Right.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
And how does he get in the actual apartment?
Yeah,
the whole thing is you go through the chimney. It's an easy access.
It doesn't make sense.
He's going to figure it out. There's no way he makes it to 6 still believing. There's no way.
Yeah, no.
I made it to about 6 or 7.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mother finally told me. I asked her. And I remember it was different, and I think I told her, you broke my heart. I gave her the fucking Michael DeFredo speech. Yeah, I think I said, you broke my heart. Or she said, did I break your heart? And I was like, yeah, you did.
Jimmy broke out movie lines at key moments in his upbringing.
Well, no, but I think that was actually that was a coincidental one. I think she actually, in fairness, I think she said, did I break your heart? And I was like, yes, you did.
I remember my, parents were split up, and I was always by my mom's for Christmas, and my dad's by Easter, and I don't know how old I was, 5 or 6, but I remember my dad telling me that Santa Claus wasn't real, so to get through that, but the Easter Bunny was still real. So
that's even creepier.
It fucked me up because
course.
I was like, oh, he's real, but the Easter. So you figure out because my dad wanted me to. My dad's by Easter, so he wanted me to have the Easter Bunny shit.
Yeah, he wanted to ruin it for your mom,
right?
Exactly. When you were at your mom's saying,
absolutely.
Oh, you were one of those kids in the middle. Huh?
I was in the middle.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but they don't do that,
We did the Easter Bunny thing one year with baby powder. He couldn't figure that out with giant fucking rabbit footprints all through our apartment. I'm like, this has got to be creeping him out, thinking there's this giant rabbit bouncing around.
And baby powder's no good for children's lungs. That's a new thing that came out. So
really,
I can't do baby powder footprints. You fuck.
No more baby.
No more baby powder for the baby.
I think that's Adam Pally. I think he arrived.
He's here.
Oh, that is him. Okay.
Yep.
He's a little early. Yeah, it's all right. But we should break. You need a muffin or anything, Chris Distefano?
Yeah, dude. I need something.
You're shaking.
I'm still. And my.
When did you get home?
4:30.
Oh, you guys went all in.
Yeah. So you drink afterwards the game too?
Yeah, we just kept, it's one of those things kept going. I had a babysitter. It just kept fucking moving. And then, like I said, I don't drink. And then when you get the ball rolling, I couldn't stop.
How much is a vodka and soda at that Brooklyn arena?
$16.
6. So you had 8 of them right there.
Yeah. But Taylor Kitsch bought me one. Thanks, shout out Taylor Kitsch.
All right.
But he was definitely trying to bang my girlfriend, which I would have been cool with. No problem there. But I mean, it's just, what are you going to do at that point? This guy's a fucking A-list, not A-list. I don't know. Is he an A-list movie star?
I don't know.
He's a movie star.
I'm on that metal show. Can I bang your chick?
I was listening to. I looked at your Twitter in the way this morning when you had that. What'd you say to that girl on your Twitter when she was saying she's jogging through the park and you were like, there was some rape joke. That you made.
Yeah.
And then they put the. It's funny on your Twitter.
I do this.
I can't explain.
There's a nice rape joke on my Twitter.
Nice rape joke.
No, I did this digital playground. I was a judge. It's almost like the American Idol for porn.
Yeah.
DigitalPlayground.com/DP star. Yeah, and episode 2 airs today, I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the website
2.
and watch it. And some girl's up there trying to be the next big porn star. She says, I have this fantasy when I'm jogging that the guys come out of a bush and rape me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. And I'm like, you want to go jogging? And that was the joke.
And then they put Thug Life chain on you.
Something, yeah.
They doctor it up. I don't know. I watched it and I fell asleep.
Let's take a break. We got Adam Pally. He's promoting Night Owl.
Yeah, I think Night Owls is called.
Night Owls.
I loved and
yeah, we watched it last night. All of us in our abodes. I liked it too.
Yeah, I really.
It was all right.
It was really, really well acted, and
the girl in it was so damn sexy.
She was tremendous.
Has she been in anything else? Rosa Salazar?
She's Canadian. She has, but I don't know. I didn't recognize her from anything, but I really loved her.
Let me see. Oh, fucking
She
Spanish
was
mommies.
so sexy in this Night Owls.
Spanish girls.
Really sexy.
What is Salazar, Mexican?
You know what? I don't know.
Salazar. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, that just shut us all up, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know. We're curious.
No, I mean, the
love
picture
Spanish.
of her just shut us all up. All right, we got Chris Distefano in studio. We got Florentine. What do you got, Florentine?
This weekend, me and Voss are doing Treehouse. Friday night, Westport. Saturday night, New Haven, Connecticut.
Nice.
Go to treehousecomedy.com, and I got a new CD out tomorrow, Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 6.
Want me to clear
That's
the lines?
awesome.
And we'll give a couple out?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I'm hanging up on everybody. Hang up on every person. And now if you're calling, we'll just give them out to a couple random people. How many do you want to give out?
Give out 2 or 3 or so.
And it's called what again? Sorry.
Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 6 out tomorrow. It's on iTunes, metalblade.com, and my website and all that stuff. So,
And there's a reason why you guys decided to make another one of these, which I thought was hilarious.
What is it?
we used to do these telemarketer CDs,
Yes.
me and Jameson, and then you basically have to have no life going on to sit by the phone and wait for telemarketers to call. So for the last one we did was 2008. Around January, both our relationships blew up.
Yeah.
So we had nothing going on. I'm like, Don, I'm in my house by myself. He's like, I'm in my condo by myself. I said, come on over, let's do some calls. So we had nothing. We had nothing else going on. So we sat in our house the whole month of February and just waited for the phone to ring. From 8 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night.
And there's the result.
You had to order food in because you don't want to miss a call.
Yeah.
So you don't even want to go out to go get lunch.
So you got a CD out of it.
You got a CD out of it.
Nice. How many again do you want to give away? Like
I'll
2?
give it 2 or 3.
All right, we'll give out 2 or 3. Wow, the phones are lit. They want this shit. All right, we'll take some random calls for that. Jimmy's leaving actually in a little while to go to San Francisco.
At 8:30, yeah. Adam came in early because I really wanted to interview him because I love the movie so much.
Yeah.
And I leave at 8:30, and I have San Francisco tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday.
Well, that's why I got some backup with Chris Distefano. Who's a little fucking buzzed on 2-3 hour sleep tops. What are you promoting, Chris?
Me?
Anything?
Yeah, no, I'll be at Caroline's on Broadway, December 27th to the 30th.
Great.
I'll be there.
Awesome. Okay, we got Adam Pally from the movie Night Owls next. Stay there. We got to get Adam Pally in studio, Florentine in studio. We got Chris Distefano. We got Jimmy for just a little longer before he flies to San Francisco. Let's get Adam in. He's in a new movie called Night Owls.
Night Owl.
I wish we were interviewing the actress.
Oh, yeah.
She was great.
She's smoking.
What's up, Adam?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for wanting to do our show. How about that?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't want to. Someone just told me to do it.
That's probably how it works, actually.
Yeah, that's exactly how it worked. Did not want to be here, but I'm psyched to be here.
You really didn't want to be here?
No, of course not.
Why?
It's so early.
You just don't like getting up early and doing this
No, I
shit.
don't mind getting up early and doing this shit. This is the fun part of getting to go and talk about the movies.
You want some
Super
bacon,
fun.
egg, and cheese?
No, but I heard that you needed it bad out there. They
You
were
want
like,
it?
No, I'm good.
I'll give it to you.
Though I do crave a bacon, egg, and cheese from New York like that.
He had
hard.
a long night.
I heard you went to the hockey game.
Yeah, dude.
Do you like hockey, Adam?
I'm a Rangers fan, but oh yeah, I know. I mean, what are you booing? Like the last championship in '94? tough to compete.
I can't compete with that. And they shoved my team in Brooklyn, and they're never going to get a fan base. Me and Distefano were just talking about that.
Oh, you guys are Islanders fans?
Yeah,
we're the only two.
Yeah, I think you're the only 2 left. They got rid. Is Nassau Coliseum just like an old Polish bathhouse now?
They might as well do that.
I think they're knocking it down, right?
Are they? And they're
they still got.
They don't have any plans.
Like what, 8,000 seat or 10,000 seat arena, but you can't have an NHL team in there with that few seats.
They
team make no money.
They still put concerts and stuff in there, but it was a bad move getting.
It's a shitty place even for concerts.
sucks
There's some
for
Metallica
concerts.
there. It's not even a good place for shows.
I saw Summer Jam
echoes.
there in '98, and that was just hell on earth.
Yeah,
and Nassau Coliseum for Summer Jam.
Are you a New Yorker?
I am. Yeah,
Where were you?
Born and raised.
Where?
Born and braised. I like that new slogan, like a rack of lamb. Born and braised. Stuyvesant Town.
Okay.
Stuytown. Yeah, Stuytown.
Right.
You know what's interesting to me about, I'm from New York too. I'm from like Brooklyn, Queens. Like you are literally from Manhattan. Like you were born and raised in Manhattan, but
yeah,
you're like not like I would never think that you were from New York. Well, but me, it's like I sound like an asshole, but I'm from a borough.
No, well, my parents, my parents were actors when I was a kid, and then they quit when I was like 8 years old. And my dad went back to medical school and took the kids with him. We all went to Chicago. So from 8 to 12, I lived in Chicago, which is why I sound like I'm like a Ditka son. And then, but it's weird. It's like, it's a very, very hard accent to place, because sometimes I'll say a word and it sounds like I'm, from fucking Hell's Kitchen or whatever. And it's just an odd accent.
I think you sound great.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks, man. And I definitely sound good in these cans.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's nice bassy.
I hate my voice, and I have to have one ear out. I just wanted to make it about me for a second.
No, that's
I had to have one ear out.
No, that's cool.
Very uncomfortable. I don't like.
They can't get you a one-eared like.
I know. I hate it. I hate having both my ears covered.
You look like you're about to lay down the beginning part of a track on a hip hop record. Like, turn my headphones up. I'm serious.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We saw the movie Night Owls.
Guys, thank you so much. This movie was made for literally less than a Tesla. So the fact
that's what we were trying to figure out.
Trying to figure out how many days it took to shoot
5-6 days.
I said 2 years.
18 nights in a row.
18 nights.
All right, well, we weren't that far off.
No, it was. You go a little crazy too. 18 nights.
All night shoots.
Yeah, all night shoots.
No, what's great is low budget film, but you guys found a really nice house.
Yeah, the Airbnb.
Oh, that's an air. Really?
This is straight up like independent filmmaking. They Airbnb'd a house. And for a month.
Wow.
And the people left, they gave them the keys, and then they moved a film crew in, shot every inch of the house, and then packed it up and left and gave them the keys back as if nothing happened.
Did they know? Did people know they were shooting a movie?
I guess they'll know now if they see the movie.
That's
and they're
great.
like, that's my house. But I'm assuming...
Wait, so they didn't even know who was... Oh, my... And now they're going to see their house...
Now they're going to see their house in the movie.
The film's going to do well.
I hope so. I mean, it doesn't have to do that well, because it was made for nothing, but it's awesome that people are... Like it.
It was so well acted, man. You and her together. It was just
the chemistry between you two was
amazing.
Yeah, she's
so hot,
spicy caliente.
Sexy.
Yeah,
wow,
and so talented. Like you meet her right away, and you're like, oh, you're a movie star. I get it. Yeah. I get what's going to happen.
I get it.
I know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You know?
I was legitimately interested though in what happened to these two people. And normally you're watching like a write get through this shit, and I was literally very interested in what happened to both of them from almost the first scene.
I feel like these movies tend to be more chick flicks because they're kind of like romantic, and they're about really taking the time and investing. But there's this nice kind of college football underneath
angle to it,
which I think dudes will like too.
Why don't you explain the movie? Because the problem with us seeing these movies ahead of time, we don't know what we should say. We don't want to give away too much.
Guys, the fact that I'm here is great. No one gives a shit about what you say about a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could just say the name. The people who put me here would be like, that was successful.
The movie takes place in a house, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the house and the pool outside. Those
are the locations. It's basically I play like a young video coordinator at a big football school, and at a school banquet, I end up going home with this very beautiful girl and have a one-night stand. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, I realize I'm in my boss's house and I can't find her, and it kind of goes crazy from there.
Yeah, and his boss is Jerry Sandusky.
This is based word for word on Penn State.
And you get to see her nude. You should say that.
Yeah,
it's very rare when you get to see a girl topless in a movie these days.
You do get to see the beautiful Rosa Salazar.
She's gorgeous
in all her glory.
There's only 4 people in the whole movie, I think, or maybe five.
Yeah,
five. Okay,
and they're all awesome. I mean, you guys know Hubel.
Sure,
super funny, and Tony Hale's amazing, and Peter Krause was as a villain so scary because normally you see him and he's like a sweet everyman, and when he walked in the door that day with this like douchey goatee, I was like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, I don't want to talk to anybody with that kind of facial hair, but
It was so. I really loved it, and I didn't know what to expect. I typically don't like romantic comedies.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't feel like a rom-com.
Not at all.
It's violent.
It was dark.
Yeah, it's dark and violent.
Yeah, there's a dark edge to it. I wouldn't call it officially a rom-com, but you're going to get some rom-com people checking it out.
It's a great premise to a movie too.
Yeah,
you have a one-night stand. All of a sudden, you're in your boss's house.
Yeah,
and you have to get her out.
And you have to get her out, and you don't know why. Yeah, it's kind of, and I like movies like that. I like it. It has this kind of really tense energy because you don't know. It's in real time, and you're kind of like, how do I move this along? And I like
and it's also your boss's mistress, which makes it even more interesting.
Yes, yeah, which is another compelling part of the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to. There's certain moments where I'm like, are they going to do the rom-com thing? And instead, it was like a really funny line, and you walked away from it. Which I liked a lot.
Yeah, I think that was the point. You don't want to do those like. Rom-coms like what are you getting from like a meet cute and then the characters kind of go away together and you're like, oh, that's nice, they wrapped it up. But this is a lot more again, like violent and dark and I think
funny.
Funny, yeah.
It's definitely funny.
Yeah,
too.
I think it's funny. I had a good time. I had a really good time.
And I'm just amazed that someone out there, is going to find out their house was in a movie.
Remember that story that there was people renting people's place and doing a gay porn in it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. For sure, that's how it happens. After seeing the way that they did this, for sure, like Airbnb is basically like an orgy mover. You know
how bad it must be to fucking realize that you're like you see a gay porno and you're like, oh my god, I thought I spilled something on my pillow.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what that was.
It must happen so much when you turn on gay porn.
What was the famous story with the comic that came in here? There was an orgy.
There was a fat people orgy.
A fat people orgy. It was a big story here in New York. He thought he was just giving it to this couple for the weekend or whatever, and they turned it into an orgy for fat people.
He must have had a big apartment.
And they destroyed his apartment, basically.
Well, there were like downfalls to Airbnb-ing and not telling anybody you were shooting a movie. Like the first night, I was trying to be like really, I was like, there's only 4 actors in the movie. I'll get a food truck for everybody. Everyone will like me. Everyone will like me if I feed them crepes or something. Yeah. And so there's like, artisanal Los Angeles dickhead food truck rolls up to this house in Ventura Canyon at like 2 a.m, lights up. The guy starts like cooking crepes, and immediately police are called, neighbors run out of the house, and I didn't know that was going on, so I walked back into the set and I was like, guys, I did it. I got everybody a crepe truck. He's right outside. Let's go get some crepes. Everybody walks outside and the truck is driving away because the police are like, had to move it along. Residential.
The neighbors had to tell.
Oh yeah, it sucked.
A crepe truck?
I know.
Where's like a crepe truck?
I would call the cops just because I wasn't getting to have any of that. I would just do it to ruin it for everybody else.
I'm sure that's what happened.
I would assume you would let the other people have a crepe.
And I was so mad. I was like yelling at the neighbors. I was like, you could have all had crepes. Exactly. You could have all had free crepes.
What's wrong with you people? Just to go back to that thing for a second, a comedian under the impression he had rented out his posh Chelsea pad to a man with family in town for a wedding returned home to a wild orgy. I think he forgot something and came back as it was happening. That's how that story
was there an arrest? I don't remember the story.
I remember that kid Ari Tiemann. I remember him. He was in New York. Comic. I think this happened. Did it happen in New York or L.A.?
In New York. When he returned to the building to grab his luggage, he forgot his luggage. That seems a little weird.
Yeah, what kind of traveling are you doing as a comic when you forget your luggage?
I remember him as, I don't know in person, but I remember like when this story came out, the comics being like, oh, this is just this guy trying to fucking make some headline to get spots.
Yeah, this seems like a Ranzizi.
We're with you.
This seems like a Ranzizi.
How's he doing with that whole thing? We haven't heard from him since.
Great. I think he's doing great. Yeah. I don't know.
But now they're starting to question his fucking his Gulf of Tompkins incident claims. God, I remember the name of that.
He's the one that don't know. He claimed to be in the buildings on 9/11.
I think he's doing good. I mean, last time I saw him, we had a really good conversation about the third shooter on the grassy knoll. I don't know.
I like that was a great reference, though.
I like that guy.
I don't know if I know him. He looks like he's from. He
was a comic. Yeah, I think he was a comic. I remember him. We're friendly now just from seeing him and stuff. But when I was coming up at the UCB here, like 10, 15 years ago. I remember him from like the circuit. When
he wasn't in New York that long before he moved to LA.
Yeah, he went to LA.
Familiar. I ran into him at the Comedy Store when I would hang out there, whatever.
Well, maybe
he was always at the Comedy Store.
Super nice guy.
Yeah,
I thought he was all right.
I felt I felt so bad about that. It just felt bad. You know, like there's no way around it. It felt bad.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the shooting. Can we make jokes about that yet?
You can't. Well,
no,
you do whatever you want.
You can't.
Actually,
I'm trying to catch the vibe in the room.
No,
it seems like 50-50.
No, you can't. Of course you can. But
we can't possibly ruin our lives anymore. You were like, he's got a film coming out. Making. Can we do some shooter jokes?
Yeah, you got a good career.
Say that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like this Adam Pally.
It's all right.
Fits right in.
It's all right.
The one thing I do want to say about the shooting, because we did talk about earlier, the Laker Roy Hibbert.
Oh, yeah.
Lakers Roy Hibbert, he tweets that he feels worse for shooting victims than himself for being on the Lakers.
Did he really?
Roy.
Yeah, he's in a bit of
he's in a pickle for that?
He's in a pickle for that one.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's a lack of self-awareness.
I don't know. I think he's desensitized.
He doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, I mean, I was on. I was doing a show 2 nights ago, and I was making shooter jokes, and the audience was like, you know, lukewarm on it. Yeah. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys, because the truth is that like at least 2-3 people in here are going to die from mass shooting just by like, you know, statistical. And then it happened like 2 hours later.
Wow.
And I felt horrible, but now I'm like, well, I was right, so I'm vindicated.
Absolutely. And I said the same thing at a Christmas party. So how do you think I felt?
Yeah, 2 of you are going to die in a mass shooting.
Wow, he tweeted. Roy Hibbert tweets: despite losing games left and right, my heart hurts more for those affected in the San Bernardino shooting. That's a fucking funny joke. He's just joking.
He's just. I don't even know. Do you think he's joking, or do you think he's just?
Of course.
He's a funny guy. He was on.
He's a funny guy.
He was on Parks and Rec, I think.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So tasteless jokes. So what? Tasteless jokes.
Yeah, I love tasteless jokes.
Okay.
That's the only way to cope. What do you want us to do?
I have more respect for that than some fucking jizz bucket politician saying thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers suck.
At least that's a sincere attempt at humor. Thoughts and prayers don't get anything done.
Nothing.
What do you think of this PC culture? Speaking of which, it's getting worse
I like
and worse.
it.
I think it's great. I mean,
safe space.
For my career. Especially the college circuit. I think Chris Rock is wrong. No, I you know, it sucks. I really do think it sucks. Like,
has it affected you yet?
No, I mean, I'm sure it will for something just with the frequency I use the N-word, but
Do you just stand up at all?
No, I never did. I just
where were you doing a show where you said you were talking about the shooting?
I was doing at midnight. You ever seen that show?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Shooter material didn't go over great.
No.
On At Midnight with Chris Hardwick.
Yeah.
It was just like I feel that the PC stuff it can only affect you if you let it affect you. You know, like you look at the way that Schumer handled it. And she was like, whatever, you know, and it didn't affect her. It really didn't. It rolled like water down her back. It's just like, it's over.
Well, that's what we say. If you hang in there long enough, they just go away and they move on to the next thing.
Yeah. And
mostly.
so you have to decide if it's worth the joke or not. And usually for me, it's like, because I have an empty hole that needs to be filled. It's like 99% worth the joke.
Always worth it.
Yeah, it's always worth it. But, so I don't really think that there's any. The only way around it is to make your joke and then be like, yeah, I made a joke.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you worried that you might lose acting work?
I don't have much. So acting work is like so few. Acting work is so hard to get. It's miserable to get acting work. So it's really hard to live your comedic life being like, well, I don't want to fucking say this on stage because I might not get, you know, scorched earth trials or whatever, you know. So you just gotta do it.
Yeah. Well, your performance at Night Owls, taking it back to the movie for a second.
Thank you.
No, it's really good.
Thanks, man.
But I ask you this: you think that leads to other acting work, or you're like,
I hope
that just doesn't matter.
I hope so. I mean, like it is very hard not to get jaded by the idea that there's so much stuff out there, and like it's very hard for things to catch on with an audience. But I don't have any other skills. Like, there's nothing. I can't do anything else. I'm like the only Jew who has one skill, and it's acting. Like, I can't even. I'm bad with money. And so I have nothing. I have nothing.
What would you do if the acting dries up or the career dries up?
Gun in mouth.
Literally,
I have nothing to fall back.
Option.
Nothing left.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That means you're going to be successful. You know that, right?
Well,
it's the people that don't have anything to fall back on where they really know, push forward and realize, holy fuck. And for some reason that translates to success, I think.
Yeah, desperation.
In a lot of cases.
Desperation.
Yeah,
you need it.
You're freaking the fuck out because you're like, holy shit, this is all I have. I got to completely focus.
That's not true. I got nothing to fall back on.
And you got no drive. You're just chilling.
I'm doing a restaurant with Voss in Connecticut this weekend.
Your face is fast approaching the pavement.
There goes that theory. But you're acting with De Niro in an upcoming film.
I got to act with De Niro.
How is that?
It was awesome. It was rad. I mean, he's exactly like you think he would be. So like 100% checked out.
What movie?
It's called Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming out in January.
Coming out in January. I think it'll probably be nominated next year. And it was super fun. I mean, the movie's really funny, and he's disgusting in it, which is great. And the audition process was crazy because I was shooting a movie out of town, and they wanted me to Skype audition with De Niro.
Wow.
And I was like, sure, yeah, whatever you need for me to get the part. I opened up the Skype session, and it was like Skyping with your grandfather, because he had a laptop open, and there was people in the room, and he didn't know like where to look or anything. So for like 5 minutes, there was this like kind of interaction where I was like, hi, Robert. And he was like, what am I doing? What am I looking? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And they were like, in his head, all I could see was the top of his head. And he's like, do I look down here? And I was like, I think the green light. And he was like, what are you? Who are you? And it was like,
De Niro's jerking off.
and then he's like, all right, let's do it. Let's read. And so I like read the first line, and in the middle of reading the first line, he's like, I don't think this is going to work. And he shuts the computer, and I was left 2,000 miles away being like,
what happened?
I guess, audition over, but then I got it.
Did you have to re-audition, or you just read that one line?
I just read that one line, and they could tell. They're like, "This Jew's got it."
Wow!
And then it was, and I think it was more like my first audition. They just went back and looked at it again. They're like, "Are we really going to? This is such a small part. What are we doing?"
How was it to you in person?
It was super sweet, sweet and nice, and
that's great.
He's just been doing it for so long. With people like that, I feel like it's similar to if you were to be like on a basketball team with LeBron James or something. There's a certain comfortability with how good they are, and so they don't feel the need to like fill the room when they're around you with like, they don't, like Robert De Niro doesn't need to be nice to me. He just sits there, and he doesn't need to talk or anything. He's just kind of sitting there, and then they put him on his mark, and they go, and he like, he's acting, and you're like, oh my God, fucking acting with Robert De Niro, holy shit. He's like talking, and it's totally normal, and you know what I mean? And he's my uncle in the movie, so I like was like, touching him and hugging him, and I was like, oh my God, this is fucking Robert De Niro, I'm hugging him.
Did you blow any takes?
Oh, several. He blows takes like right away to make you feel comfortable, I think.
Really?
Yeah, like
that's
first,
awesome.
Does it really?
Yeah, I got the sense, like, because you could tell a couple actors, I mean, every actor was like in their first scene with him, because a bunch of young,
nervous.
Yeah, it was a bunch of young actors, and like everybody's, intimidated first scene. So I think he goes up there and he flubs like the second take and is like, what's the line? But you could tell that he doesn't care, and he knows it, and it makes you feel comfortable.
Did they ever yell at him and say, learn your fucking lines? Imagine a young director just screaming at De Niro.
No, Efron popped off at him once. No, Efron is sweet too, and he's just how you'd expect, completely checked out.
When you're acting with De Niro, are you just sitting there going, holy shit, this is De Niro? Or are you trying to like get into the fact that he's playing the character?
My goal the entire time was to break. I was just like, if I could break De Niro,
all right,
then that was my goal. After like the first day and the table read where we met, I was like, the only goal here is to break him.
Were you afraid? I hate table reads because I'm always afraid I'm going to get fired. I don't do them.
Yeah.
If that one I would have to do.
Yeah,
but I'm typically like, Jonathan, tell him I'm busy and I'm away, and if I can get away with it, because I know I'm going to get fired at the table read.
I feel like that all the time. I just had a similar thing. I just saw a movie in Canada. It's a cop movie, and I got the part like 4 days before they started shooting.
I couldn't feel any worse sitting next to you on how many movies you're doing. And I'm just sitting here in the corner.
Hey man,
you're like,
dude, look at me, look at you.
No,
you're doing great.
You're fucking beautiful.
You're
talking
doing
about
great.
like the movies with Robert De Niro, and I'm like, I got excited because I got a picture with them on my Instagram. With De Niro, me and De Niro on my Instagram like a month ago.
This is not about comparison.
Yeah.
In your like little bubble, you're doing great.
I acted with De Niro once, and I didn't get a photo.
Yeah, I didn't get a photo either.
I should have.
I didn't get a photo.
Did you ever see Raging Bull? I was one of the 12-year-old girls that he introduces to the older men and gets in trouble. I introduce him to men.
Introduce him to men.
So it sounds like you're getting a lot of acting work. I hear your point, Chris.
Me?
Because he's saying how tough it is, and he's got
yeah.
And he's like,
the truth is that this movie's terrible, and the other movies I made no money on. So, but it's a sliding scale.
Did you break him at all?
I broke him once. And it was just from giving him a hug in an inappropriate place, and I didn't say anything. I gave him a hug and he started laughing, and I was like, well, I can die now.
When do you know when a project is like bad, a movie or something? And then how do you deal with that? Because a lot of you guys still have to go out and do the press and make believe it's the most amazing thing you've ever done.
Again, like that's not really my jam. I'm not like a Zac Efron or anybody that has to like carry these things on their shoulders. That I haven't done that yet, and I'm sure that can be difficult if the movie sucks. But like the 30 Grandpa's really funny, and Night Owls is a little like project that's like a what's it called, passion thing. I don't know what the word is, but
it was definitely a good movie though.
Yeah, it was great. I loved making and doing it. So this is fun for that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I can't imagine ever being in a position like that where you've got like money from a Abu Dhabi prince like resting on how much Dirty Grandpa makes. I would be like shitting at my pants.
Well, what's his name came in here, and when he went through his movies and told us why he did each movie, it was
Michael Madsen.
Oh
yeah, but
he was so open. He's like, I owed my ex-wife money here. I had a mortgage on a house, so that's the only reason I did that. I knew it was a piece of shit, but I still did it.
Oh yeah,
because I had bills to pay. He went through the whole list. It was really eye-opening because I've never seen any actor that honest about the movies they picked.
I made a huge mistake at a young age, which was getting married and having kids. And that is just so fucking dumb. It is in this industry because you go from like scrapping for yourself to scrapping for like a family, and that sucks.
Do you feel like you work harder though because you're scrapping for the fam now?
No,
really.
I feel like I have the same work ethic. I just have more like, oh fuck.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 28.
See, that's young these days.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And I wasn't on TV or anything, so I didn't know.
Anything under 40 is fucking crazy to me.
So dumb. So dumb. And then having kids at 31 was like a fuck.
So you got two?
I had Irish twins.
Yep.
No. Yeah.
Life really fucking smacked me in the face.
So you got two within a year is basically what you're saying.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
That's
and they're dicks. And they're like little dicks that know what sushi is. It's like bad.
How old are they now?
3 and 4.
And they already know that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. Come to Studio City if you want to see what fucking death is.
Chris recently has a young one.
I have a 6-month-old daughter, and I feel like I've been working harder.
Says the guy that was so hungover he needed his egg and cheese.
I know. Fucking children. Am I the only one that's probably gay?
I just feel like, I don't know, with stand up and stuff, I just feel like, now I gotta write because I gotta make, because I'm the only one that works. Does your wife work?
No, Chris, you just want to be out of the house more.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That is true. I will say that, like when you have kids, you're like, okay, great. Now I gotta get the fuck out of here. How do I go and make money to get myself out of here?
Yeah, no, it's kids are dope, man. You're fucking great.
Thanks, dude.
I don't mean.
Do you have any advice for Chris?
No, of course I mean it.
Do I have any advice for Chris?
A 6-month-old?
Yeah.
With a 6-month-old?
Yeah, 6-month-old girl.
Girl,
that's just to hang in there.
Do you
it gets
smoke?
better.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, I don't.
So
I don't smoke anything.
You can't tell your wife like, oh, I'm going out for cigarettes.
No.
Whew, then I don't know.
No. There's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I have no advice. Boy, girl?
Girl. I have a girl.
Girl's
I have a daughter.
easier. Girl's easier.
You have boys?
I have a boy and a girl. Girl to a dad is easier because there's a certain level of like, they connect really, really well with you. A boy until they're like 13 is just it's just like shitting and boners and like anger and they're frustrated because they can't articulate as well as girls. It's just a mess. A mess.
You're a really fucking nice guy, dude. Because when you first came in and sat down, I was like, the way you're talking, I was like, I'm gonna want to fucking elbow this kid. But then you sit down and you're just like, you're really good. Like I'm telling you, dude, like your energy's good. But like you were like one of the kids. Like as soon as you walked in, I was like, I guarantee you, I'm gonna punch this guy in the fucking stomach.
No, I get that. A lot of people feel that way.
You're so nice. You really are a great dude.
Thanks. A lot of people feel that way about me. I think because
what a weird compliment.
No, I get that because it's like I'm good looking and rich.
Why did you feel like you wanted to elbow him?
No, because at first when you come in, you got your shirt tucked in, and then you sit down. Well, and you're like, no, you look great. No, I'm saying,
I didn't wear a suit for you, pal. I got other stuff to do today.
No, because I'm saying, and then you sit, and then you were like sitting down, and like your diction is good, and like
diction.
No, and you got like, and you come in, and you got like the jokes, and like you got like the cocky like attitude a little bit, but then I'm like, all right. But then as it's going on, I'm like, oh, this is just a nice guy who's on his fucking game, who's got his career well.
Thank you. Well, I mean, it's good. I feel like a little bit that if you come up in comedy and you've like really, I'm always hesitant to call myself a comic, especially in a room like this, because you guys are like really comics. You write jokes and you tour and so I'm hesitant to do that. But when you come up in comedy in New York, the way I did through sketch and improv and UCB, especially when I started before there was even a real house for it, you sort of feel like you can walk into any room, like you're you're like, what the. I already know that I can handle whatever is going to happen in a place like this. So you feel a little better about stuff like this.
Yeah.
But I got to say, I felt like you were going to elbow me too.
Now it makes sense though, because when he first came in, you were really quiet, so you were just trying to figure out how you were going to elbow him.
Yeah.
What was the move? You're going to take his teeth out?
No, because I have, I think, there's some comics who grow up like, maybe they grew up like as nerds or like being, made fun of and like, oh, I got to write jokes. But I grew up the opposite. I grew up as like, I was always a little bit bigger and a little bit tougher. Athlete.
Yeah.
And I just did comedy because like I had, I was like mad, like my parents were divorced, but I never like, so my aggression is like, it becomes like, oh, I want to hit this guy. I never would, or hit anybody, but it's like, but I'm not thinking
but
like,
that's because that I would put up a decent fight.
You would, you're a good
fighter. But I feel you. Because I came into comedy similarly. In high school, I was like a bigger kid, kind of big. I was like kind of a bear Jew. I've been this size since I was like 14. Those kids that like get
the pubic hair before anyone else does.
Yeah. I just burst it out with like fat nipples and like that's the way. It's the worst. It's such a pain in the ass because like you look normal. And then you gotta like take your shirt off with a chick, and immediately you're like,
they're like so let down.
Yeah, and like I would often like take my shirt off and be like, let's do like try to hide your.
And then all of a sudden you start slipping like, hey, suck my meaty nipples.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
And then you're like, I hate to tell you what I'm into.
You want to titty fuck me?
Yeah, I love getting titty fucked. That's my favorite thing. But so anyway, I lost what we were
Sketch guys can handle anything though. Like they're always fun interviews because like you say, you're interacting comedically all the time. It's always fun to talk to people who came up in sketch.
Yeah, I think that it's essential to kind of like do this part of the job because when I hear like I was watching some interview yesterday with like Ryan Gosling on some Hollywood reporter or something talking about acting, and it was so incoherent. It was like listening to someone say words that he had listed together.
Wow.
And I was like, oh well, that's why I'm good at this because I know how to talk.
No surprise here.
Yeah.
And I like that you said you didn't even want to be here. How about that? A little honesty.
Oh no!
Instead of like, hey, yay! I couldn't wait.
No.
I couldn't sleep last night because I knew I was doing your show.
Yeah. No. I slept great. Like a baby. Honestly, I forgot that.
Your kids are back on the West Coast, right?
Yeah. So I jerked off 1,000 times.
Oh my god, that's the craziest thing with having kids and a girl. It's like I can't, like I was jerking off yesterday and she opened the door and I was like caught jerking off and then she's mad at me like the whole
Your
night.
Daughter?
My daughter, yeah, crawling in.
Yeah.
No, Mo, my girl.
Why was she mad at you?
Because she's like, we can barely have sex with the kids. So anytime you get horny, you need to have sex with me. And I was like, yeah, but I just wanted to
get one out.
Get one out. And that's exactly what Adam said.
Sometimes you just got to get one out.
Yeah, it's not always about being horny. When you gotta just like shoot it out.
Yeah, sometimes you want to just zone out.
Yeah, you want to get the garbage out of you.
That's it, man. The demons.
I want to walk right. Yeah, I want to walk right over to a trash can and just rip it out. Get it.
Yeah,
throw it where it belongs.
Yeah.
In the fucking trash.
I fucking jizzed on a loofah.
You what?
I jizzed on a loofah. Yesterday, her loofah.
Ah.
She gets fucking, she's.
Why wouldn't you?
In the shower?
It's washes
I
off
hope
anyway.
in the shower. I hope you didn't just grab it dry.
Yeah, you're just jerking off on her loofah in the living room. That's anger.
Yeah.
That's real problems.
Your dick must be super exfoliated.
Yeah.
Gotta be nice and soft now.
I came in her hair. What's wrong with that? Well, she had cancer and it fell out. I just jerked off angrily into her.
You ever come into one of your child's socks?
You bet I have. You bet I have.
I haven't, but Jim has. Yeah,
no. Mine would fill it.
Yeah. No, not yet.
Yeah. Look forward to that.
I will.
And we look forward to Night Owls.
Oh,
great.
When does it start?
It comes out on Friday in like 10 cities, like the ones where normal people live, and so like New York, LA, Phoenix, like the big ones, and then on demand, which is really all I care about. Like I know people. It's so hard to find those small independent theaters. So if you're listening and you want to see it, like Amazon, iTunes, on demand, do it that way. Get a bottle of wine. Watch it.
So it's on demand Friday.
It's
tomorrow.
Day and date.
And they've come a long way with the on demand thing, because there was a time if you saw a movie that was direct to video, you're like you just knew right away it was going to suck. But that's not the case anymore.
I wanted it when we were like figuring out what to do with it. I wanted it straight to demand because this is the only way I watch movies. Really, I mean, right. I don't. Not to be depressing again, but like there's a strong chance you're gonna get shot if you go to a movie theater. So I like to watch movies in my own house, and I feel like the more that they're good and delivered right to me, the better for it.
You're 100% right. When you sit in a movie theater now, all you do is look at that exit sign.
Oh, I took my kids.
You feel so fucking vulnerable now.
I took my kids the other day to see The Good Dinosaur, which is like the most benign kind of like
who gives a fuck
movie, and it was at like 10 o'clock in the Century City Mall, and when I got there, like the first thought I had was like, this is where shootings happen.
Yeah,
this is where they happen.
Kids movies,
like and that's so crazy to think about, but it's sad. It's sad. So if you're worried about being capped off, I would say get it to your house, order a nice bottle of wine, go down that way.
I got to run. You guys keep talking. I got to be downstairs.
We got to take a break anyway,
okay. Right,
and I'm sure Adam's got shit to do today.
Oh no, yeah, I have like real press to do.
It's Adam Pally. It's
Thank
Night
you guys
Owls
so much.
in select theaters and VOD starting tomorrow, and it's Adam Pally on the old Twitter.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
come back and see us. I would love to. Next time you're in New York.
Yeah, totally.
We're going to take a quick break. Continue with Jim Florentine and Chris Distefano. Jimmy's leaving to do Cobb's in San Francisco starting tonight. We'll be back.
This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Oh, we are back with Jim Florentine doing a gig with Voss.
Yeah, this weekend, Friday night in Westport, Saturday in New Haven. TreehouseComedy.com for tickets.
That's going to be a fine show.
Yeah.
It's just you two?
Yeah, and there's an MC. I forget his name, but
I like Treehouse. Was it Marissa's or just called the Treehouse one?
I don't know. It's a different.
Brad Axelrod.
Yeah, they got different places. No, it'll be good. I love working with Voss.
You guys haven't worked together in a while, probably, huh?
No.
Let's see. I called him last night. You son of a bitch! You didn't call me back. Talking about Voss. He listens every morning. And then we got Chris Distefano in studio, who's pretty fucked up. How's the hangover?
Trying to fight the guests.
It's awesome.
I feel good, man.
Where are you at? Are you still drunk, or are you starting to move into hangover phase?
No, I'm feeling good. Yeah, now I'm starting to get a headache. I just asked for my, this will be my third cup of coffee, and I'm starting to feel good. I definitely won't pull the fighting shit with Roenick, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll fucking go for it.
Now you're a lot younger than us, so like, do you do a lot of water and aspirin before you go to bed to try to control the hangover part of this, or?
4:30 this morning, I drank like as much water as I could, half a bottle of Pepto-Bismol, and I did one shot of whiskey. I don't know why I did that.
Before you went to bed.
What, the whiskey to wash down the Pepto-Bismol?
I don't know. I thought that, the hair of the dog thing. I don't drink much, so I was like, oh, they're supposed to drink one more thing of alcohol.
No, that's the next day.
Yeah, maybe in the morning you do that.
Well, that's probably why I came in with an extra fucking souped up buzz, because that last shot of whiskey.
Did you get the bed spins and all that?
Yeah, I was bad, and my stepson had a stomach virus all night, so he was throwing up, but I didn't throw up. But it was rough, man.
Did you and your girl have sex? Went home?
We tried. It was one of those, like, we both fell, like, I fell asleep, like, with my pinky in her, like I was trying to finger her. I was trying to finger her with my pinky.
Why were you pinky?
We got. Oh yeah,
just to get started.
I always do that.
I never used the pinky on a girl.
I got on my pinky. I only have a wart. I'm telling you, because I've fingered girls on my pinky my entire life. Look at that. I only have a wart on one of my fingers, and I have HPV on my pinky.
Well, I hope you used the other pinky on your girl.
Oh yeah, probably
without the wart.
Lefty. Yeah, probably. I don't know. But I remember falling asleep with that. And then,
have you ever used a pinky on a girl when you fingered her? Never.
No.
Are you just doing that to get her ready for your dick? Is that what it is?
To get her ready for my little dick. No, because I think...
Well, you're supposed to put that in the stink. We all know that.
No, because what I do is I put the pinky in, and then my thumb... I rub on the clit, little of that, know?
But you could do this too. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew. A laser. Pew, pew, pew. No, I could do that, but
that's better than, I don't even know how you do this.
I fell asleep though.
That's the, hey,
that's what I like.
You know what sucks about Chris Distefano? Like, if I had 12 hours sleep, I wouldn't look as good as you. You're looking great on an hour of sleep, and you're fucked up.
Doesn't matter. I'm not getting fucking movies like Adam Paley is.
It looks like you could go on an audition right now.
I've never gotten. Here's the thing too with that. I don't know if you know it's Jim. Like, he's getting Skype auditions with De Niro. Like, I would never even fucking. Nobody would ever Skype an audition. I mean, like, you have to fly to wherever we are and do the audition, wait in line, you scumbag.
Well, he said he already auditioned once. Yeah. So this was a callback, and then they just figured out, just give it to him.
Like him and probably one less guy or something.
But like that, to me, it's like, listen to him, it's so impressive, because it's like, I'm not lying to you, I've probably went on 400 auditions, I've gotten 2. And so
that's the numbers? That's the percentage?
I swear I'm not lying to you, dude. I got 2. I got Benders and a show on MTV. That's all I've ever gotten.
Where are you at with Benders? Because they still haven't told you if you get in the second season. Listen, and that's a good show.
It's a great show. Tweet. You've tweeted out that, Benders season 2. We're going. It's definitely on Netflix. We got it on iTunes. And yeah, man, hopefully season 2 is happening.
They still haven't told you?
No, we don't know yet. But
they don't even give you a time frame when they're going to tell you?
Nah, it's just kind of like waiting to get the call. But, if you got, tweet it out, man. If
you like the show.
As soon as we know.
Distefano.
Yeah, man. If you like Benders, man. We'll get Jimmy back on. We get everybody. Florentine will come on.
I'm coming on.
Opie will come on.
What am I going to be doing on this thing?
You're going to be...
Am I playing a radio fucking guy?
We'll play a radio guy.
Can you play a rap or something, maybe?
Trying to get the Islanders back to Long Island.
Christ. I'll be interviewing you in an episode.
Oh, my God. No,
You'll find something nice for me, right? Something nice.
1,000%.
I can skate a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I can skate a little.
If you can skate at the very least, you can just
a little bit.
Yeah, you could come and do skate in the background.
I can't skate.
I'm a background skating guy.
But then you would be featured somehow.
What the fuck?
Nah, you'd be in it.
I'm kidding.
Florentine, we'll get everybody in it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I recently auditioned for something. And they wanted me a call back. I had to fly to L.A. They called me that night, like 10 o'clock at night, get on a plane first thing in the morning to audition for the directors and the producers.
Do you have to pay that on your dime?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I had frequent flyer miles. So the next morning, 9 hours, I was on a plane.
Yeah.
Flew out there, landed at 1, and got back on a plane at 6 p.m. I was in L.A. for 5 hours. Went back home.
Did you get that gig?
Nope.
No. And it cost you how much in the end?
Well, it was frequent flyer miles.
True, but you still got cars and you got it. I guess.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so I didn't get it.
The thing is with auditioning, like if you audition live, say I live in New York, I audition for the show Benders in New York, the casting director sees you, he feels you, or, and they feel your energy. When I do these auditions and I got to put myself on tape, or the casting director puts me on tape, and then they send it to LA, I'm like, there's no chance I'd ever fucking get this. They're not even going to watch the tape.
You know what they do now? You could do it on your iPhone and send it in.
Yeah.
But I do it with my brother.
What do you mean?
He reads the lines.
So it's funnier.
I haven't even no one has ever called.
But at least you feel relaxed doing it with your brother.
I know, but it's like, he's not in the business.
He doesn't want to do it, does he?
No, he does want to do it for me and stuff, and he's trying to hold it. We have a little stand. We put the iPhone on. He's reading the lines.
You got like 12 brothers or something, right?
Yeah.
So any other brother come close to going into this shit?
No.
Same with me.
None of them, not even close.
Do you really have 12
They're all
brothers?
funny. No, I have 3, but they're all funny, but they don't.
I got funny brothers and stuff, and none of them really had the desire to go into any type of entertainment, which is strange. I'm the only one too.
Yeah, no one in my family.
I would have thought someone else would have said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go for this." I don't know.
Well, you all have different relationships, I'm sure, with your parents. So based off that.
Is that how that happens?
I think a lot. I mean, I don't know if it's got to be good or bad, but it's got to be. Comedians definitely, I think, are born with what happens with their mom and dad. I think that's when the wheels start turning, when you're a child.
Yeah.
You may not take the stage till you're 30 years old.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I remember as a very small kid being like, shit, my parents are, like 6 years old, my parents are divorced, I want to cry about it, but I can't cry in front of my dad, so I'm going to make them laugh.
Right.
And I remember that defense mechanism, and then it turned it into comedy.
I always thought that same type of thing, but then Jane Lynch was in here recently, and she's like, that's all bullshit. Everyone had fucked up upbringings. Or most of us.
No, most of them.
So why aren't there more like, movie stars and comedians and whatnot?
I mean, I think there's a lot of people trying.
I think that's part of it, but then there's got to be something else in there.
I think you got to have. I think the next part is taking the ball, having the balls to try it. I think. Yeah, she's right. A lot of people have messed up childhoods, but not a lot of people take the opportunity to do it.
Well, you're right. So many people go, I could fucking do that.
They never do.
And my thing is, go do it then.
Exactly.
Don't tell me that I could fucking do it. I could fucking do what you do or what that guy does. All right, then do it.
Then try it out. That's all.
In my world, the radio world, there was always guys like, why him? Why this? Why that? I'm like, well, why? Because you never fucking gave it a shot.
Yeah.
You were a pussy about it. And we're a chicken to, put yourself out there and try.
Yeah.
We get a lot of that with that metal show because people that are in the metal are really passionate about it and know everything about it. That's one genre of music people just will follow from they're 15 till they die. And so everybody's always like jealous. Me, Don, and Eddie, you'll get a lot of fans that are jealous. They're like, I know more than him. How could he fucking... He said that song was on a different Metallica record. What is he, fucking stupid? So you get a lot of that. And everyone thinks they could do your job. I'm like, well, there's 500 cable channels out there. Go get a show.
Exactly. Yeah. Give it a shot then.
Look, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I know some of my shit, but whatever. Go get your own show.
We're not saying that either.
You go on YouTube. Start your own show on YouTube.
Well,
you can do that.
In the radio world, you could just start a podcast. So do it. Show me you could do this shit. Don't just keep saying it. I watched the metal show because I'm, friends with you.
Right.
And I like it because it is, it's funny and stuff, but you guys might as well speak a different language. The bands you guys bring up and stuff, I'm like, I am so out of the metal world. I feel like I know music in general, but that genre, I just know the basics. You guys come up with band names, and everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, it's the greatest band to ever come out of Iowa, Iowa was a bad example, but whatever.
No, well, Slipknot's from Iowa.
Yeah, I know, that's why that was a bad example. I was trying to go a little more obscure, and the whole audience is freaking out. Yeah, I can't, and I'm like, I've never heard of this fucking band.
I don't think, I genuinely do not think I can name 5 metal bands.
You can.
Oh, okay, Metallica, do they count?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Stone Temple Pilots? No.
Hard rock.
Okay, you see how it's getting bad already?
Hard rock. All right, well, hard rock.
No, I swear to God. It's Black Sabbath.
Yes.
That's right, 2. And I only know that one because Norton always mentions them. I don't know one of them. I couldn't name one song. Metallica, Black Sabbath. Limp Bizkit.
No, that's like rap rock kind of
shit.
No,
you're kidding.
Lenny Kravitz.
He's into hard rock.
Stop.
That was a joke. Okay. That was a joke, but I swear to God, I can't name any more. I'm not Slipknot because you said it, and
right. See that now. This is a guy. Now knowing that he doesn't know that, this is a guy that was out every weekend trying to get laid and probably getting laid, that he didn't care. Guys that are into metal were pretty much sitting home or going to shows and just talking about music and not really in the club scene picking up chicks.
But also when he was growing up, metal wasn't as hot as it was.
And I grew up in Brooklyn.
When we were coming up.
Yeah, in Brooklyn you weren't, yeah.
And I feel
What was your music coming up?
It was like
hip hop?
Hip hop. Biggie, Jay-Z.
You never got into rock in general, right?
Never got.
Yeah,
no,
you're in that.
I used to do. I'm telling you, this is what it was. It was Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem, and then Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson.
What?
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah, see if you're a guy and you're in the Whitney Houston, you're going to get pussy.
Yeah, it was just, well, no, it says, I don't know, my parents, my mom used to play it in the house, and my dad loved Whitney Houston. My dad's three favorite people, I think I've said this before, are Whitney Houston, Mickey Mantle, and he loved that small midget guy from the Dunkin' Donuts commercials. Wow. Remember those Dunkin' Donuts commercials?
Time to make the donuts guy?
Yeah, those were his three favorite people who'd always say that.
Jesus.
So I know a lot of Whitney.
Listen, we got to move on because our next guest is here, Jeremy Roenick. Hold on, before we bring him in, 1 second. Chris Distefano went to the Islanders game last night. I call it the Islanders game. Well, they were playing in Brooklyn, so it was officially the Islanders game. Mm-hmm. They beat the Rangers in overtime, 2-1, I guess. That's what the shootout, actually. And I went to your Twitter, and you were tweeting our next guest. This is great. You wanted to hang out with him or something?
I want to hang out with him, but that when I tweeted, hell yeah, when I was this was when I was walking to the arena, I saw him that he tweeted a rivalry night video, so I was like, hey, yeah, Big J, hell fucking yeah, see you there, exclamation points. But then if you keep going, this is when I am drunk. Yeah. And I said, at Jeremy Roenick, where you at, bro? 3 question marks. I'll see you tomorrow on Opie and Jimmy at Opie Radio. Caps lock, I'm fucking drunk.
I'm surprised he didn't want to find you after that tweet.
He didn't even favorite it. No response.
You were telling me during the break you don't remember these tweets in general.
And I don't remember texting you. Speaking of tweets, I did tweet Adam Paley, you're a champ, and then he wrote back, thanks, bro. So I guess we're cool.
But you think that Jeremy Roenick saw that and goes, and guys are like, I'm fucking drunk. He's going to go, I got to find this guy, this fan.
No, because I met him 2 years ago, and we
He's
DM'd.
not going to remember that.
I DM'd him, and he DM'd me back 2 years ago.
He's not going to remember
that. Let's get him in here and let's find out. I love that you were tweeting and you don't really remember.
Chris is that guy that shows up. Dude, I sent you a Facebook message like 2 years ago. Exactly. You said thanks because you like your CD.
Jeremy Roenick.
How you doing?
What's going on, buddy?
What's going on?
Welcome.
Jeremy, do you remember direct messaging this guy on Twitter? Just be honest. You're not going to hurt his feelings.
Remember we did the Crossfire with Michelle Beadle?
Yes.
See, you remember a little bit, right?
I do remember that.
I see you don't remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah.
My boy, I was tweeting you yesterday.
Absolutely.
He was tweeting you at the Islanders game last night.
You were at the Islanders game last night?
I'll see you where you at, bro. I'll see you tomorrow fucking drunk.
That's fantastic.
He wanted to hang out with you. He's like,
good for you for being in here so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
No,
I'd be done.
Yeah. He's still drunk.
Oh,
still a little buzzed out.
Buddy, that's the way to do it. Just don't get off the horse. Stay on it.
Oh, man.
Stay on it. It was a good game, too, last night.
He did the hair of the dog thing before he went to bed instead of
that coffee cup right now.
No, he did a shot of whiskey was his last thing as he's trying.
A little water, Pepto-Bismol, and whiskey at 4:30 in the morning.
Because I fucked it up.
Man, from my own heart, right there.
There it is, brother.
But Jeremy, if you saw that tweet, if you were looking at your Twitter during the game, would you want to go find that guy to write, I'm fucking drunk, let's hang out?
Absolutely not. That's exactly the tweet that I stay away from right there.
Where were you sitting?
I have enough problems of my own. That's right there, that's for sure.
Did you see Boomer Esiason in there?
You know, I wasn't there, actually. I was doing a signing, so I was...
for the new book?
Yeah, for the book. And I got to Sean Avery's bar, Warren 77, watched the game over there, and had a blast.
Man. Those Islanders Rangers games they're always amazing.
Awesome games.
Islanders fan.
Two Islanders fans.
No Rangers. Never liked the Rangers, sir.
I picked the Islanders to win yesterday. They always seem to play their best games against the Rangers.
They got a good team.
First game at the Barclays Center, you knew it was going to be pretty loud and pretty exciting.
And I got to be honest, man, it was like 50-50 Rangers, Islanders fans in there, but
that's always the case.
But towards the end, the cheers were coming. Definitely, Barclays was pulling for the Islanders.
Yeah,
we overwhelmed just by a hair. We made it.
It's so fucked up that the Islanders are playing in Brooklyn. I don't think it's going to work.
I don't know. I don't think it's going. I haven't been there yet, but I hear the atmosphere is a little dull. I was curious to see what it was going to be like with the first Ranger game in there. Is it going to be the same?
It was the best. Yesterday was the best. I've been to probably 10 games there, and yesterday was by far the best it's been in there. Well, I was there a month ago when they played the Sabres, and there was more Buffalo Sabres fans in there. First, than, first of all, there's like 8,000 people in there total, and there was more Sabres fans than Islanders fans.
Well,
it was brutal.
I'm just glad we were able to keep the team relatively local, but the real fans are not. They live all the way out in Nassau County. It's a trip and a half.
They're not going to make that trek
unless it's for the Rangers or the playoffs or the important games. But the average games where you need the fans to come, I just don't see it happening.
What's happening is there's a rift too. 'Cause I represent the group of the new Islanders fans. I'm wearing the black and white jerseys.
Yeah.
I'm like representing them since they've come to Brooklyn, and the old school Islanders fans who are coming from Suffolk hate me
with the fishermen in the jerseys.
And I'm like, but we're both. I'm like, come on, Stu, we're both fucking Islanders fans. But like, you wearing that piece of shit black and white jersey? I bet you never came to one game in Nassau Coliseum. You're just you fucking scumbag.
You're just a hipster making believe you like hockey now.
You're just a hipster, fucking asshole, skinny jeans. It's like, bro, I'm rooting for the same. I'm rooting for Tavares. I'm rooting for the same guy you're rooting for. The team didn't go to Kansas City. They didn't go to Quebec. They stayed here. Just take the train, and we'll have a good time.
It's the skinny jeans they have a problem with.
Was that it?
Yeah, you can't wear them to a hockey game.
But you know what? They're going to have to. It's going to take a couple of years. They're going to have to do some big media work in Brooklyn. A lot of local things. Do some things for the community. Start getting some people involved so that people want to come because it's a big borough. There's a lot of people that are going to go. You got to start doing some community service to get people into it.
You're just building a brand new fan base, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to take a couple of years. No question. No question.
Jeremy, you think that? I mean, there's three teams within like 15 miles of each other between the Devils and Jersey, Rangers and Islanders. You think three hockey teams can make it in this? The Island. When they were way out Long Island, it was a whole different story. But now you're that close.
Well, I think the Islanders eventually will. Like I said, I think they'll be fine because they'll build that new base. Where I get nervous is New Jersey. I mean, going to the Prudential Center in the middle of Newark is not the best fucking place to go watch a hockey game. And granted, it's that's a great organization and they're playing good hockey this year. They're actually putting a pretty good product on the ice. It's just getting to that game and being in that environment where you feel safe and you want to go into that to watch a game. You see, there's too many empty seats every time, and that Jersey's the only one that really makes me a little bit nervous.
Let me explain something. You pull up to that arena in a nice car. You got the spot right in front of the place.
Right.
For us, it's actually it's a safe walk from the train station to the arena. They have corralled it off, and they encourage
you don't even have to go on the seat on the street from the train station. They have a thing.
It's hilarious though, because every once in a while you see someone starting to wander, and the cops are quickly tell you.
That's the people that know. That's
follow the people.
That's
You're
the people
safe
that
in
know.
the crowd.
How do you acquire the people that don't go too often? Are the ones that you want to try to acquire?
Yeah,
they don't know what you know.
Yeah,
and it's all about education.
Right, your GPS sends you the wrong way, and then you're lost in the middle of Newark.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going there unless I'm working it.
Right.
Tell you the truth, I mean, I go
Jeremy,
there.
you would beat the shit out of anyone who ever tried to do anything to you outside that arena.
I would like to think so, but I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to try to figure out the opposite,
But is that the only NHL arena? I know you've played at all of them. Is that the only one that's kind of like in the hood for you? Are they all other ones in like safe parts of the cities?
Pretty much all of them. Everything else is, with the exception of where the Chicago Stadium used to be.
Yeah.
That was as dangerous as you get. Where it used to be,
really, that was bad.
Back in the late '80s, I mean, you don't walk outside. The cabs didn't even come to pick up people after the sun went down. It was really bad in the old west side of Chicago. So, and my first day as a professional hockey player, my agent jumped in front of a CTA bus because the guy threatened to knife us and take our wallets and his briefcase and all that stuff.
Shit.
And I mean, that was 5:00 in the afternoon. Guy just walking down the street had no problem telling us what he was going to do to us. So we jumped in front of a CTA bus, paid the guy $100 to drive us 2 miles into the loop, and that's how bad it used to be. But now everything's pretty good.
I think being a hockey player is such a grind. Compared to other sports, you see these guys just fucking working it, man. It's night after night.
There's no question the best conditioned athletes are hockey players, and the most agile and the most. I think the best. You have to do everything on a pair of blades. We have to learn the whole new mode of transportation. Do all this stuff on little blades. Everybody else is doing it on the feet they were born to walk on. 82 games plus 7 preseason, and if you make the playoffs, it could be another 10. You go to the Stanley Cup, it's another 20
months.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
When I'm following the Islanders, and it's like, okay, they're going to fly out after tonight's game to let's say St. Louis or whatever, and then they got a game the next day. I'm like, they're getting to their hotel rooms at 2, 3 in the morning, and then they got to get up for the game the next day. Well, I don't know how you guys.
You got to bang the groupies.
You got to bang the groupies. You got to get that.
You have to do that the day before the game because you leave after. So
you got to do the Pepto-Bismol and the whiskey, and then you wake up.
You got a girl waiting for you.
I'll tell you, if you played in places like Phoenix or Vancouver or something, you're not, after a game, you are not getting either home or to the hotel before 2:30 in the morning. Damn. You're just not doing it. So then you're waking up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock to go practice, and it's brutal.
When does you start really feeling it on your body? Because if you're young, you can pretty much deal with anything, honestly.
Right. It depends on the way you played. The way I played, I mean, I started feeling mine when I was 30, 31. I started really feeling the pain, feeling the aches.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Waking up in the morning was it was going into the rink, getting massages, and putting ice bags on. And that was at 30, 31.
30 or 31.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. I'm not even a hockey player. Well, I get the massages.
But think of these hockey guys, like the NFL, they always say these guys are tough guys. They can't even recover from the hits to play a Thursday game. Everyone's always bitching about that, like they're not recovered. And you guys, the guys that are taking hits in hockey are playing the next night after that.
You know what's different about football than hockey? And yes, football is a powerful sport. These guys are hitting each other, but the big injuries come when guys are falling on each other, falling on knees and bending knees, and these big, powerful guys, these heavy guys falling on ankles, guys falling on shoulders, but not that physical 25 miles an hour punishment going opposite ways, hitting, going into the boards that don't move. It's a constant pound. It's not 5 seconds of a play. Let's sit out for 35 seconds and another 5 seconds and 2.5 minutes of actual playing time. It's hockey is bang, bang, bang. You're going and you're getting hit every single night hard.
And the better teams win because they do, a lot of hitting, obviously.
Sure.
And the boards move a little more than they used to, no?
No, not really. The boards, like I'll go back to Chicago Stadium. The original 6 stadiums had these boards that literally were like on rubber bands. You would hit them and they would bend and give at least a foot and then snap you back in. Nowadays, you hit these things, and these things are cemented into the ground. They don't move too much.
What's better for you to get hit?
Oh, the boards that move, because at least they give a little bit.
Right.
They even changed the boards. They went to in Montreal, Ottawa, all of Quebec, and even Ontario. They used to have these boards that were with the stanchions, okay, where they literally would. It's like hitting this wall that doesn't move at all. They got so dangerous. Guys were blowing shoulders out, concussions. Yeah. They had to change the whole style of the rink because it was too bad. Yeah.
How many concussions did you have?
13 documented, but
13. Damn.
Yeah, but just little jarring. Every time you hit somebody, your brain gets rattled. So I can't even imagine how many little ones that I have. But 13 that were actually where I got knocked out. Yeah.
Do you got any major issues from that?
Not as of now. I don't think.
Right.
I mean, I'm speaking to myself. But there might be a couple million people out there think I have a lot of issues. But
sure. So far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good. My body feels great. I feel better than I ever have. 6 years out. I'm still in good shape, and you just don't know what's going to happen 5-10 years from now. I still forget a lot of things, and on television I try to find some words that I can't pull out of my head and get out of my mouth. But I guess that's just getting older. But as of right now, I feel great.
Good, that's awesome. So you got a book, Shoot First, Pass Later.
Yeah, it's my second book. The first book was awesome. It was a bestseller and did an amazing in the bookstores. And so my publisher says, we got to do another one. There's so many good stories that hit the cutting room floor that didn't make the first one. I said, let's do this one. And then it was just my opinions. Now I go from professional hockey player to analyst, television. I go to a fan, so I give my opinions on my favorite players, the most overrated players, guys that are underappreciated. My relationship with Gary Bettman, some Gretzky stories, it's family stuff, which is always hard to get to, but I think people are interested in what goes through my mind, because they always say, "What the fuck's wrong with that guy? That guy's that guy's a fucking idiot, or that guy's crazy. Why does he do this, or why does he do that?" that. And I think these books have allowed people into my life and wonder why I am the way I am.
Absolutely.
Who was the toughest guy you ever played against? Like, who was a guy that you didn't want to fight if you had to?
If I didn't want to fight, I would never fight Ty Domi.
I was going to say, thank you.
Yeah.
I love Ty Domi, and I'm an Islanders fan.
I would never, ever fight Ty Domi because every time you hit his... Have you seen the size of his head? And first of all, it's huge.
Right. He's got a rock head.
It's made... It looked like it's made out of like steel. And it's... Every time you would hit him, he would get more excited, and he'd smile bigger. And he'd get happier. And I don't want to fight someone that when he gets hit and gets hurt, that he really gets more excited and happy and smiles. It's crazy.
I got to go to a lot of games and see Ty Domi fight. And he would fight my Islanders, and I still loved him.
Yeah.
Because just how he did it. You really believed the guy was crazy.
Remember the fight he fought Bob Probert in Madison Square Garden? Might have been one of the best fights I think Ty ever had. And they just went at it. And Bob Probert was 6'5", 6'4". Ty was, 5'10", 5'9". And they went toe-to-toe. I mean, and never... They didn't go down. They waved to the crowd. It was one of the most epic fights that I remember seeing. But that man is an absolute beast. He's got rock hard hands and even a more rock hard head.
Oh shit! Did you ever fight him?
No, I
mean, even though if he just came at you and you're like, all right, I got to do this, even though I don't want.
Well, I would have to do it. Yes, I mean, I fought Bob Probert. Yeah, I fought Martin McSorley. I fought Craig Berube. I mean, I fought some of the toughest guys in the league. But for some reason I would, and I was friends with Ty. Ty and I are buddies, so I made sure that I was friends with him from an early age. You know, and
get on his good side.
Get on his good side. But this shot right here when he suckered Al Samuelson. I mean, that typifies, how mean and nasty that he could be. You just stay away from the guy, man. Just let him. He's not going to do anything bad if he's not going to hurt you on the scoreboard. He's not going to, just stay away from him. So that's what I did.
Avoid him at all costs.
All costs. Yeah.
It's just so much fun to watch, though.
But he could play the game. He could play the game. And that's what you love about Ty Domi is he'll score goals. He can skate. He can be effective. And he just... Now his son's in the game, and his son is a totally different opposite from what he played. Yeah, he's a lightning fast, quick, great hands, great playmaker, point guy, which Ty Domi was exactly the opposite.
Who does he play for?
He plays for Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't even know.
He plays for the Arizona Coyotes. Yeah.
What is Ty doing these days?
Ty just wrote a book too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually on his book tour right now, and
we got to get him in here.
He's a national celebrity up in Toronto. Just ask him. But he's a phenomenal personality. Look at that elbow right now. He'd get suspended for 25 games for doing that nowadays.
Did he even get suspended for it there though? Or you could do?
I don't. Now in the old days, I don't. Yeah, he got thrown out, so he probably got at least a couple.
You pretty much could do anything back in the day.
Right, yeah.
I kind of missed the old school hockey in a way. I'm glad they didn't totally get rid of fighting in hockey.
Yeah,
so mean,
but it's a lot less fights.
It really is. Now each team has pretty much one designated guy.
Fighter.
Oh, I was in this game right here. I was in this game too. I watched this guy
with the Flyers.
And Brash could throw. I mean, this guy was just. I sat next to him in the locker room. He was one of the most strongest guys I've ever seen, and a lefty too. And look at Ty, just absolutely just manhandle him. It's amazing to me. Amazing. I saw a lot of these fights that I was sitting front row ringside for, and I'm like, God damn. I would pray for death before I'd pray for one of these things.
Oh, Jesus. And it gets you guys really excited to see a fight, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
even if you're in the game itself, you're like, oh, this rules.
Yeah, it's that warrior mentality. But you're right. The fights don't happen like this anymore. I mean, guys aren't as absolutely rough and tumble and mean as they were back in the 90s. And then they take out the instigator rule, so you can't go and start a fight and stay in the game anymore.
Because that used to be like an actual part of the game, like a tactic a coach would use, right?
Absolutely.
So you've changed when you took that instigator rule out. Now it's like, did you change the dynamics of how a coach coaches, right? In a way.
Well, a little bit. You changed the way that players, I think, look at the way that they play the game.
Okay.
I mean, you see some of these guys run around the game today. And they hit everything in sight. They don't touch the puck. Mm-hmm. All they do is they run around and look for somebody to hit. Mm-hmm. And it's that's that instigator. It's that physical motivator that is not going to do anything to to change the score, but just to get their team revved up. You do that back in the late 80s, early 90s, you're going to get beat up, and you're going to get beat up
A lot.
Yeah. And that would make guys question whether they want to run around because they're going to have 4 or 5 guys come and beat the shit out of them. Not anymore.
No, it doesn't happen anymore for the most part is when, they're dropping the puck just so they could start fighting. Remember those?
Yeah.
God, I miss those days.
Well, you'll have when you have the Islanders play the Rangers or the Rangers play the Devils, at times you're going to have that.
You can still have
they'll drop the puck and next thing you know, everybody drops the gloves. There's no instigator when everybody drops the gloves, so that happens every once in a while.
Would you like to see more scoring? The scoring's a bit down these days.
They say it's down. I think Patrick Waugh started that because his team was not winning and wasn't scoring any goals. But yet, the next day after he says scoring's down, the net should be bigger. His team gets lit up for 5 or 6 goals. It's Washington Capitals last couple of weeks have scored 5, 6, 7 goals. Back-to-back games. 5-1 Pittsburgh against San Jose. I think the scoring's fine. It's these guys they're great. It's not going to change. Don't change the net. It's not hockey if you start changing the dimensions of the net.
I heard the other night that they're thinking of changing the goalpost to angle in. Did you hear that one yet? Some kind of angle, so if it does hit the post, there's a better chance that it actually ricochet in.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, if you change the dimensions and make the post smaller, I don't know, but don't make the nets bigger.
But why do the goalie pads, keep just getting larger and larger?
Remember when goalies had no helmets?
Oh well,
when just their heads were out.
But if you look at a guy like Jonas Enroth, okay, he's the backup for the LA Kings. He's 5'10", 175 pounds. You look at him in net. He takes up the whole fucking net with his chest protector. He looks like a sumo wrestler in net. It's not so much the pads that they wear; it's their chest protectors that are so big that cover. That if guys see the net, they're going to hit the net. They're going to score more. Where they get into the problem is where they don't see any openings, so they're just shooting. These guys are so good. If you see the corners, they're going to score.
Yeah,
Who was the best hockey player of all time? You think?
I think Gretz was the best of all time.
Is he the best you played with, too? In your era when you played?
I played in Olympics. I played in All-Star games, so I played with pretty much everybody. But as a teammate, probably the best player I ever played with was Chris Chelios. In terms of his compete level, his desire to win hockey games, as good as he was, as mean as he was. The hardest player to ever play against for me was Mark Messier. I always say every time I line up against him in the center ice for the first face-off, he looked like what you want to eat my kids.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't look at him in the eye. It was almost like I'd tell the referee, drop the fucking puck as fast as you can so we can get out of here. Right. I just didn't want to look at him. That square jaw, those eyes, that big, that helmet and the face. And then he'd go out and he'd kill you. On the ice, he'd score a lot of goals, big goals, and you're behind the play. The referee's not looking. Next thing you know, you fall to the ice because someone's 2 hands you across the ankle. It's mess. That's just how he was, and he'd hurt you in a lot of different ways.
We got everybody. The phones are lit. They all want to talk to Roenick. Let's say hi to Bishop in Chicago. We got Jeremy Roenick in studio. Bishop.
I can't believe I'm talking to you. Me and my boy just actually sat down last Saturday and watched all your highlight reels.
Oh, I love it, Bish. Thanks, man.
He's 7, so you're on the shelf with Gretzky and Lemieux, and we got your bobblehead this weekend. So.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. I love it.
But I had a question. You just mentioned Chelios. I'm a big Hawks fan, grew up in Chicago, been to a million games, loved you guys. And what was your take when Chelly went to the Red Wings? I mean, I wasn't mad. I was hurt.
Yeah, Chelly's one of my best friends in the whole world. And when it comes to making decisions on your career and your ability to earn a living, you got to make the best choices for you as a person. And even though we hated Detroit as Hawks, which we still do, Chelly made it work. I don't think Chelly has to prove his loyalty to the Chicago Blackhawks and to where he grew up and all that stuff by going to the enemy. But he won 2 or 3 cups in Detroit. You can't argue what his success there. But I think if you ask Chelly, he's a Chicagoan through and through, and to me that's what means the most with Chelly.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, after the games, we'd always go to Chelly's bar, and you guys would always come in, and kind of hang out with the fans. It wasn't the untouchable. I mean, you guys were really cool through all those years that I was there. So
awesome.
Just
I
wanted to say
appreciate it.
thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Bish.
Yeah, you hockey players know how to drink. They know how to party after these games.
I've never seen more beer consumed than I've seen with hockey players.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there's a story. Craig Ludwig, who played for Dallas, I heard great stories about him. That every summer he'd join a softball league, right? And he'd go to softball games and he'd bring the big cooler, right? So he'd be carrying the cooler out to the bench. He'd put the cooler down, and the guy's like, Ludsey brought all the beer. He goes, "Don't fucking touch my beer." He's got like 60 of them in there. That's mine, not yours. I'm not sharing. He'd weasel through 30 of them in one baseball game. You know?
Is there still in the culture, like in hockey, like in the locker rooms, there's beer for the players
Not
after
anymore.
games and stuff?
You know, in the old days, we sit in the back of the planes. It was beer and poker. Now it's energy drinks and
Snapchat.
Energy drinks and Xbox. You know,
Xbox,
you know, PlayStations. It's a totally different realm now.
So if you want to have a beer after the game on the plane, everyone's going to frown upon you.
Well, I think there's certain guys, like I know, a couple of guys in San Jose that I played with probably still have the ice chest in the back with a couple of cocktails, but not anymore. It's big business. These kids are they're pretty straight and narrow.
So they're not hanging in the hotel bar after a game, drinking till 4 in the morning.
Social network, man, kills your social life. You know, it really does. So these kids, and you see some of the things that happen. People posting pictures, people putting things on. You know, you can't go anywhere without people knowing where you are these days.
Yeah. All right, let's say hi to Bill on Long Island. Bill.
Styles, great to hear you on the show.
Thanks, Bill. I love the nickname, man. You're up to date. I love it.
Lifelong Islander fan. I remember before you signed with Philly, there was some talk that you were going to sign with the Islanders.
That's right. I was very close to signing with the Islanders, and actually Mike Milbury probably would have been the best deal that he ever made.
Well, it's funny you mention that. Now, love seeing you on NBC, but unfortunately for us Islander fans, we have to look at Milbury all the time. One of your on-air partners. I was very curious to know if you could spill a little dirt as to what a complete tool Milbury is.
There's a lot of people that think that.
You know,
he speaks his mind too. Though,
He does. Listen, Mike is very good at what he does. He's a very good hockey mind on television and watching stuff and breaking stuff down. You know, he's too cranky. He comes to work. He complains. He whines. He criticizes. But in his heart, he's a good guy.
So it's constant with him. It's not just on the air. It's just that he's.
You know what? Mike and I love to disagree with each other. We get along really well, but then we love to banter and get at each other. So, it's a love hate.
You guys make very good TV because you could feel a little tension.
There's always tension between Mike and
Milbury always looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
he's got a great gig and he just looks like, what the fuck?
You know, you guys are watching. You guys were watching this. We're watching this clip here where I'm arguing about a hit, and I'm like, Mike, you're arguing about a hit when you went into the stands and beat somebody with their own shoe, and now you're worried about a hit to the chest and stuff. And so we like having fun like that. And he's like, get out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And I'm like, so it's just constant with him.
It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Yes, go ahead,
Bill. If you could find the clip of when the Hawks finally won the Stanley Cup after all those years, Styles had a real true moment where he broke down and it's very emotional for him.
That's it right there.
It was the only time that Milbury ever showed any kind of humanity. And then even at the end, he had to say something stupid. But JR, I also want to comment on that. There was a real moment how you showed your true emotion.
Thanks. I
really
appreciate it.
It's okay to show a real emotion. What did Milbury say at the end of that?
He goes, I didn't win a cup either, and I'm not crying.
What an asshole.
Take care, guys. Great talking to you, Scott.
Thanks, man.
What a dick.
That's kind of funny.
It is funny, but he's a dick.
He means it. He's not even going for the joke.
He's very quick-witted, and he throws good ones at the right time. So sometimes he gets you.
The game is so fast too. I came up with being an Islanders fan when they won all the cups and stuff, and you see some of that old footage, and it's like you almost look like you're looking at it in slow motion. They have so much time to set up plays and stuff. And nowadays, you guys are just fighting, just to control the puck for hopefully a second, 2 seconds.
If you just look at the way these kids look like today, they all look like they're 18, 19 years old. When I came into the league weightlifting in 1989, everybody looked like they were 50. I didn't see an ab on a hockey player until I was 26 years old. Okay, but nowadays these kids are born, they're bred, and they're conditioned to be professional athletes, and they're ripped up, and they're tall, and they're big, and they
got all their hair.
Yeah, they've been eating the foods that are full of steroids, and they're just like, and they work out 11 months a year. Shit, when the gym we had in Chicago Stadium had 2 bikes with chains. One of the chains was broken that had like coats on it. We had a couple dumbbells, and that was it.
You would think they would have a proper gym even back then. For
no,
the
we had
hockey
nothing.
team.
We had nothing. We had to come. We came to camp to get in shape to play. Nowadays, you have to get ready in June to get ready for camp in September.
They all look their age. Old school hockey players, they look like they were 45 years old.
When he was mentioned Messi looks like he was a 65-year-old guy. Just takes it, he's just balding.
Receding hairlines, no teeth, smoking in the locker room. I mean, those were the old days.
These guys have pride, too. There was a time, the hockey players, they lost their teeth. That was like, I'm going to keep them out.
Did you see Fisher knock out BX's tooth last week?
I did not.
Oh, you got to see it.
Is it online somewhere? I got to check it out.
You have to put Fisher knocks out BX's tooth. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he just spits it out, right?
Yeah, it's a tremendous video, and you got to see it because, the one up on top. Yeah, if it's so perfect because if you watch it, the tooth comes out, but the root of the tooth keeps it in. It's almost like it comes out. Yeah, it typifies how fucking tough hockey players
and he
are.
stayed in the game, right?
Yeah, because he stayed in the game. He got right up and just pulled his tooth out and then went to the box. And Fisher, BX is a tough customer. Nobody would think Fisher, who's married to Carrie Underwood, is going to be this tough. But watch the hit, and you'll see it on the replay. But it comes up right.
Fisher gives size.
I just love it because if anything happened like this to somebody on the street, they'd be done. They would leave work for a month. Right? But because it's a hockey player, he spits it out and then gets right back in the game and doesn't miss a beat. Here it comes.
In what's shaping up to be a
okay, watch the replay now because if they're going to show the tooth come right out, and see everybody loves it. They don't even realize what really happened until everybody in the stands is cheering and everything like that. But they all threw up the next day when they saw what happened. Right here. Okay, watch this.
VX for Anaheim, Mike Fisher, assistant captain.
Slow mo. Boom. Here it comes. Boom. Here it comes. Boom. Look, it's still out.
Oh, God.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome. I love hockey. I love hockey.
Sick.
That's right there. That's hockey, man. And I love that.
How many teeth did you lose playing?
See, 6 up top and the whole body. I don't know, probably 10 or 11. When you I lost my upper teeth in my first playoff game ever in 1989. Gone.
All of them.
Yeah, the whole top.
From what? A punch?
Glenn Featherstone cross-checked me right in the mouth and knocked all my teeth out. And I actually spit them all over Kerry Frazier's feet. He's like, he didn't do anything to you. I'm like, really? Teeth fall all over the place. They give him 5 minutes and 5-minute penalty.
When you lose your first tooth, is it a bummer in a way?
You know what? I've broke my jaw. I've broken all my fingers, all my toes, ribs, feet, everything, ankles, wrists. Losing a tooth is the worst.
Really?
It's just the most agonizing feeling, and not having your teeth, not being able to talk properly, the pain, it just doesn't go away. And
how much have you spent at the dentist? Would you guess?
Oh, I have to still spend hours upon hours, because it's never ending problems.
I know you got to go, but I got to ask you, you're outspoken about concussions in the game, huh?
Yeah, You see all these guys, these groups that are suing National Hockey League, suing football. I've been asked to do it. I would never do it. I mean, I prayed to be an NHL hockey player. I dreamed of being a professional athlete. Mm-hmm. I knew the dangers of how physical it was. I chose to play physical. I got a concussion. I chose when to play. They didn't tell me when to play. Ultimately, it was my decision. So why would I go back and say, you didn't take care of me, or you didn't do this? You gave me the chance to make a lot of money. So I wouldn't go back on that. But I think the league is doing as much as they can, both in football and hockey, to help treat them, because you're never going to stop them. So let's get the idea out of everybody's heads that we're going to stop concussions. You're going to get them whether you're playing sports or not. It's how you treat them and how you deal with what happens right afterwards, and especially with kids. Coaches, high school coaches, youth coaches, parents, they have to learn what to do and what the signs are when your kid has a concussion and what to do afterwards. Because if you don't treat it right and you put a kid back into a situation, or you put him back into where his blood pressure is rising and all that stuff, you're really going to do some damage to the brain. So it's education to notify or see when it happens, all the things that you have to look for, the dilated eyes, the stuff like that, and then what to do afterwards. It's just education of it.
It's more from the NFL. The NFL, Roger Goodell's going in front of Congress lying about it. No, there's not enough studies when they hold a study. So not so much the NHL, but the NFL.
They know a lot more now. Yeah,
they know a lot more now.
Back in the 80s, where all these guys that played with it are suing now, they didn't know about what it did to the brain, and neither did the owners or the GMs or the trainers. It's like, hey, listen, this is big boy stuff. You thought you nice bag and go back.
They just thought you would recover from it in general and heal, just like any other injury, and you'd be fine.
Sure,
they
absolutely.
didn't realize it had lasting effects that come on later in your life, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, I think NHL, and I know the NHL is doing a good job, because no matter how hard you get hit, you have to go back in the room and get evaluated. And their doctors are looking at you no matter how hard you've been hit at times. So, and that's smart. That's a smart.
Well, you had some problems where I think it was when you were with the Flyers, when they thought you were healthy to get back on the ice, and you said, "Look, I still got a concussion. I'm not healthy," and there was a whole issue going on.
It was, and I chose to go back and play because it was playoff time. And I broke my jaw in February here in Madison Square, and had a major concussion there, and then in the second round got another really bad hit against Toronto. Kept playing, but I would do it all over again. No matter what would happen to me at 55, to have an opportunity to win a Stanley Cup, I'd make the same decision again.
Wow, awesome! God, that's
dope, man.
Great meeting you finally.
Yeah,
Jeremy
it was awesome.
Roenick.
You guys are a lot of fun, man. I appreciate you having me in, and thanks for promoting the book. It's been good.
Please come back. The book's called Shoot First, Pass Later, My Life, No Filter. Are you doing book signings?
Yeah, I just did one last night at Ridgewood. I'm not doing one here again, but you can go on my website, which is RoenickLife.com, and order a book. I'll personalize it and send it out to you.
We're heard all over the country, Jeremy, so
I like it.
Go to the
RoenickLife.com.
And Canada. Yes, we're on XM Canada.
I'll be in Chicago. I'll be in Chicago from the 15th to the 19th. So check your local establishment.
Do
signings. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Jeremy out of here. He's a busy man. We're going to continue with Chris Distefano and Jim Florentine. Stay right there.
Jeremy Roenick, I wasn't going to fuck with.
You weren't going to fuck with Roenick, but you were going to fuck with Adam Paley.
Paley, but not Roenick.
No, Roenick is...
I would have to punch him in the stomach emotionally. I'm not fucking physically... I'm not fucking that guy.
Nothing says don't fuck with that guy than face scars.
Oh, my God. Face scars, tooth reconstruction, wedding ring tattooed around his finger.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, jeez.
His lip is all scarred up. He's
fucking...
He broke his jaw in 14 places.
Yeah. 14?
Yeah, and then a few months later was in 4 places, yeah.
How do you break it in 14 places? Is there even 14 spots in your jaw that you can break?
I don't fucking know. He wanted to say, so I could tell it. He wanted to say, like, all the guys in the NHL right now are fucking pussies, and he wouldn't hang out with them, but I know he couldn't. But that's what he wanted to say.
He pretty much said it.
Yeah, I guess.
With their power drinks.
He was like, their power drinks. He would never hang out with any of them.
It's like when I was coming up, we didn't have abs.
We didn't have it was just like a fucking...
They were just strong fucking guys.
His handshake was powerful, too.
It was.
Jesus.
I'll get into YouTube loops where I just watch old school hockey fights and everything. The bench clearing brawls. Remember that? Are you old enough to remember an actual bench clearing brawl?
No,
or you have to watch
baseball. That's it. Not in hockey.
In hockey, it was the most amazing thing. And then the goalies knew they had a fight, even though they didn't have an issue. They're so far away from each other. What possible
and
issue
they would
could
skate
they have?
and meet and fight each other
in the middle?
That's sick.
Hextall was always in those bench clearing when he was with the Flyers.
Yeah.
What was that documentary about that? that fighter. He was from Canada. That was a great documentary.
And the guy ended up killing himself.
About all the enforcers and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, there's been a few. Oh, man, I didn't know. I should have did a little research. I saw one, and it was so depressing. It was one of these enforcers. He came up in the league just because he was a very good fighter. His skills sucked, and he played for everybody, and he had a fight pretty much every night. And it really fucked up his brain.
And he killed himself?
He ended up taking his own life, yeah.
Shit.
It was really fucking sad. I forgot his name. I didn't think we were going to bring it up. Whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, but the old school bench clearing brawls were amazing. Now that you know those guys want to jump over the boards, even though Roenick would look at them as pussies, but they still want to scrap.
Yeah.
But the league obviously prevents that. As soon as you jump over and join a fight, you're fucked. I forgot what the penalty is these days, but it's not pretty.
Todd Ewan?
Huh?
Todd Ewan?
Todd Ewan?
Is that him? No.
There was a documentary a guy started with the Canadians. I forget what it was. I don't think he doesn't. He just went broke after he was on a bunch of different teams, and they showed all the guys that McSorley and all the fighters in the 80s and 90s it was about. But
I was hoping he was going to say Ty Domi, too. I'm obsessed with Ty Domi. I used to love fucking watching him play. I would go to every single one of those games when the Islanders, were playing the Maple Leafs. And I would just watch Ty Domi, and I just couldn't wait for his first fucking fight.
And he looked so small on the ice, right?
Yeah, and even if he beat up one of my guys, I didn't care. He was that great at it.
Loved it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Remember Nick Vitillo when he was on the Rangers, when he'd come off the bench, too? He was a fucking animal.
He's another one. That's the old school hockey where those guys didn't have any real skating skills. They were there to be the enforcers and
half the flyers, too.
And start shit. We're going to talk to Rob Schneider in a few minutes here.
Oh.
What else is going on, Chris?
Oh, me? Oh, I thought he was coming in. Oh, he's not coming in? All right. Well, you know how, like I said, you know how I am. Coming in, you better fucking be nice. You better be nice.
I
can't believe I did that. You like this?
I like this new angle that there's a chance that Chris is going to beat the crap out of the guest. I like knowing that in his head he's trying to decide which way to go.
He was so quiet during Adam Pally, and the reason was because he was trying to hold back from punching him.
He was sizing him up.
No, I like. He's a great kid. If you're listening, Adam, probably not. But
listen to the replay. Adam Pally was great.
He also had this thing going on because Chris was in that corner seat, so he was, he had his back to Chris most of the time. He's like, this fucking guy's blowing me off.
Yeah.
But it's just weird to work that. Right? I've been in that seat before. It's tough. The guest doesn't really look at you unless you ask a question.
I was getting fucking mad. My dad had rules. My dad was like, look, if anyone ever turns their back to you, doesn't stand up when they say hello or look you in the eye, you can fucking elbow that guy in the head.
Then that's a reason to scrap?
Yeah, it's a reason to scrap. So I was getting a little, that Bronx blood was boiling a little bit. But then, once you start talking about his kids and, how hard the kid, you can't knock the work. He works his ass off. So I'm like, I got to give this guy respect. Some of these guys fucking, you get off a bullshit YouTube clip.
Yeah.
You got nothing to back it up. It's like, you can go fuck yourself.
And he hates his kids.
He hates his kids, so
you gotta respect that. The guy openly said, look, they're fucking assholes. Didn't he say they were assholes?
They were assholes.
Then I'm thinking, I go, how old are they? I'm thinking they're teenagers where you're supposed to think your kids are assholes. And he goes, they're 3 and 4?
The cutest ages.
Yeah, 3 and 4, and the kids aren't assholes. They're not supposed to be assholes at all.
They're not supposed to be. They could do the most horrific thing in your house, and you still want to just hold them and love them. You don't think asshole yet.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I guess it was a New York guy. I don't know, Adam.
What?
No, Paley, I'm trying to think because that whole thing when I said that he's from Manhattan, like some guys who you would never know that they're from New York, but they're literally from the island of Manhattan. You can't be any more geographically located in the middle of New York, but that's not the real New Yorkers. Like the real New Yorkers, I feel like on the outer boroughs. A lot of the way he talks and the prim and proper. A lot I know of the Brooklyn, Queens guys, but he's fucking asshole from Connecticut or something. But meanwhile, he's from Manhattan. So I think that's what was just throwing me off.
I think you're saying the Manhattan guys aren't the tougher ones.
They're not. No, well,
I think you're right about that. In general, you get the tougher guys in the outer boroughs.
For 100%.
Yes.
All your garbage men, cops, firemen,
Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island,
Local 3, all those yelling the unions.
The Manhattan kids were always well protected.
Private school.
You think spoiled.
Schools,
Upper West Side. I went to a school.
More money than they knew what to do with when they were kids.
Yeah.
They knew they were rich.
Yeah. If you're white and you grew up in Manhattan, the white kids grew up. But you talk about Lower East Side in the 80s, 90s. That we got some tough guys down there.
That was different.
Yeah, we got some tough guys down there. But the white kids, for the most part, like my boy, Andrew Schultz. We did the Bender show together, and he would always talk to me about like how it was rough growing up. And I'm like, bro, you grew up on fucking. In the West Village, your parents were ballet instructors. Your parents owned a ballet studio that you fucking grew up in. Stop talking to me
like you had a tough fucking
you're a tough guy, Andrew. Fucking stop.
Unless they force him to do the ballet,
they probably did.
Well, that would be a tough
West Village probably.
That would be a tough classroom.
But
for him.
He'll talk about like, yeah, man, growing up in Manhattan, like Chris knows what it's like. I'm like, no, I don't, dude. I grew up in fucking Brooklyn. I grew up in in a basement apartment.
I enjoyed him too when you brought him through. Andrew was awesome. We got to get him back, and I hope you guys get a second season.
I hope so too. Tweet it, Jeremy Roenick. Tweet it.
Can we go back to Chris Distefano's tweets? He doesn't remember drunk tweeting last night. He doesn't remember texting me. I'm like, thanks a lot.
Isn't that funny when I told Jeremy, I said, would you respond to that tweet? Absolutely not. That's the one guy I want to stay away from.
Thank you.
In your words, that was beautiful.
Absolutely.
That's what you say.
He's like, look, I don't want, because this guy's probably hated me when I was playing, this drunk guy, and then he's going to start something with me. I got a TV job. I'm not going near this guy.
I'm not going near him.
Yeah.
I would have never, I was just, because he tweeted that he wanted the Islanders to win, so I went nuts. And then I started, my seats were pretty close, so I started tweeting. This is when I got really drunk. When I started tweeting Tavares' ass. I think if you go up a little bit, best ass in the league.
Oh, what are you doing?
John, I don't know. I was losing.
Oh, my God.
Little Taylor Kitsch. I got the splash signs with the heart faces.
What are you doing?
I'm getting so gay.
Go down to the other one, too. Electric in here. Oh, my God. What are you doing? You're so fucked up.
I kept drinking all these vodka sodas. I was just getting looser and looser.
Now you're looking at Tavares' ass.
Tavares' ass. I got
that. Looks great in those hockey pants.
Keep going down. Keep going earlier.
Earlier?
Let's see.
I like the later ones.
Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah.
Either way, whatever.
Later.
You start getting drunk about here.
Electric in here.
We figured out that you were drunk 14 hours ago. That's what really Electric in here. Yeah.
Best ass in the league. Tavares, we got that. He didn't respond.
You sure this wasn't your girlfriend tweeting this stuff?
No, this was me, dude.
This was you.
This was me.
Wait, go to his Instagram picture. Go up to the Electric in here, because there was a picture with it. I want to see what picture.
It's just an action shot.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah.
It's a video of them skating at, because we were sitting right behind the goalie. You see, those seats were awesome. So I was just lit. The crowd was roaring, and I was just feeling good.
Were you next to the white SUV?
Yeah, right there.
Are you following that account on Twitter?
Never.
It has its own account.
All right, I gotta
get
it.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean? The white SUV thing.
There's a car right to the left of the goalie.
Where they should have probably, how many seats would that be? At least 20 to 30 primo seats. There's a stupid car there.
Yeah.
Why is the car there?
Because it's a fucked up arena. They don't have it set up properly for hockey. So when you're watching on TV, it's like it's in the corner. These seats would be really good in any other arena, and they can't put bleachers there or something, so they just have a car. It's a big advertisement for. I forgot what kind of car it is even.
I think if the Barclays Center if the Islanders could really stop bullshitting and just confirm, say to Barclays, listen, we're going to honestly be here for the next 50 years. Like, we promise you. I think Barclays could do something on the opposite side where the Bud Light sign is. They can move that back a little bit and stretch the net, and they can move it a little bit. But I think the problem is the Islanders are kind of being iffy if they want to stay.
It's not set up for hockey. And behind one of the goals, and that's a great place to watch a hockey game, they don't have a lot of seats.
There's no, I mean, dude,
there's posts in the whites too, but Barclays Center's 5 years old? They're not going to change it around just for the hockey team, I'm sure.
Well, they were stupid, because whether they were going to get a hockey team in there or not, they still do the Disney on ice. You need to set it up for some kind of ice shit.
Yeah.
And they just didn't see that.
It was all basketball and concerts.
That's all they thought. They didn't think, the frozen people would want to use their fucking room for see, there it is. You can see it in this shot. There's an SUV, and there's no seats here. There's none, and that's prime seating for hockey.
Yeah.
But you would think they would go, all right, maybe we could, roll in bleachers just for the hockey game. Something. Or just corral it off and have it standing room only over there. I don't know. They'll figure something out. They can't keep it that way.
I really think it all depends. I mean, look, if the Islanders fucking somehow pull it off and win Stanley Cup or go to the Stanley Cup this year, you're going to see a lot of shit's going to change at that Barclays Center, because they're going to start bringing the business. But I think the business has to come first.
But they're doing well. What's their record right now?
No, they got like 32 points. I think they're just a couple of points behind the Rangers.
Yeah, they're doing all right. So.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I was wasted 14 hours ago.
Oh, I do want to promote one thing.
What we got?
No, it's quick. Colin Quinn was in here yesterday, and we caught him lying. And it was hilarious for the radio, but I'm telling you, you got to see the video.
I saw it last night. It was really funny because I didn't hear the show, then I just looked at the video.
You got to see it because you see him breaking down, and me and Jimmy aren't even pressuring him on his stupid story. It's one of those, middle of the road stories. Okay, whatever. And then we're obviously we're going to move on. He's been around long enough to know we're going to move on, and he just starts panicking, and we're not even pressuring him, and then he folds under questioning, even though there was no questioning, and then admits that he was lying.
He starts doing that live mumble. He's like,
I saw it the first time, and I was here, but to actually watch the video and not have to worry about how the room is, working, and I could just relax. Watching it the first time was great, but then you have to watch it a second time to really appreciate that whole moment.
It's just so fucking fun.
And then he went from the truck being stolen to it. Yeah, then they came, and then the cops were there, and then all of a sudden they just broke in and they messed around with some stuff.
Messed around with the steering wheel and his low jack. We didn't even fucking beat him up for having a low jack.
Yeah.
They cut his low jack and his steering column or something like that, and the car was never stolen.
But then, because the first part of the story was saying he had a '92 Ford Bronco, and how everybody wanted that car, and he was upset that they stole it. And then 30 seconds goes by, he's like, "Nah, they didn't steal it."
He goes, "All right, well, he never stole it."
It's like, what?
You got to see it. I'm for real. My job is to promote everything and make believe it's the greatest thing ever. But in this case, it's a really It's a really good moment and a really good video. I tweeted on my account.
It's on our. Yeah, it's on our Facebook page and our Twitter.
Okay, Opie and Jimmy. Yep. And I tweeted on my personal account as well. So.
I loved it so much that a priest called me because I was I want to get my daughter baptized, and I knew the incoming call was from the priest, and I hung up on the priest to keep the Colin Quinn story going on the radio.
Why does the priest have to get involved? Don't you just sign up and you just go to the church?
You have no idea the shit that I'm going through.
Priest?
Because I moved out of my parish district where I grew up, so they can't do it.
Yeah.
The new parish I'm in said because I haven't attended a mass there, they can't do it. So my dad shovels the snow for the priest in his neighborhood, so his priest owes him favors. So his priest now is going to do it for me.
But he's calling you at home.
He called my cell phone.
Is he breathing heavy?
It's he's setting up some things for down the road.
Is that why you were jerking off yesterday?
Yeah, that's what
and
it was.
Your chick walked in?
Yeah. Oh my God, to the priest voicemail.
All right, we got to get Rob Schneider in here.
Robbie.
Let's talk to Mr. Schneider. What's up, Rob? Where are you? Dude, it's really? I heard you were part of the show.
Yo.
What's up, Rob?
He's part of the show. Yeah, he's my brother.
No, he worked for my mentor, Brother Weeze in Rochester. I know him very well.
Hi, Opie. How are you, man?
And I saw, I think might have been on your Twitter or something, that you were working with Rob. I was very happy to see that.
Yeah, man. Psych. Great to see you.
I thought you were just rotting somewhere. I didn't realize you were still doing it.
No, I was.
Good for you. Oh, hold on. Let me get your...
I've never heard anybody describe it so well. Rotting is right.
I didn't know what happened to him. And then all of a sudden he pops up and he's working with Rob Schneider.
He was in upstate New York in there, and I'd say, not loving life as much, right?
Yeah, and rotting before then, too, though, honestly. Doing stand-up. Things were...
I see this guy. I said, this guy's brilliantly talented and a great guy. And I said, well, what are you doing? What are you doing here? This guy should be in Hollywood. It's one of those guys you meet, this is ridiculous, And it turns out, the story was Dave Becky, who's the biggest manager in comedy for whatever reason. He signed two guys 10 years ago, Louis C.K. and the guy next to me, Jamie Lissow.
Yes.
And he just kind of got lost in the shuffle. Yeah. I think
whatever happened to Louis?
That Louis guy.
This is a Hollywood thing you got going on right here, the seaweed and the tea. I like it.
Shit, yeah, baby. Let's bring it.
What kind of seaweed?
Snacks going.
Oh, my God.
What kind of seaweed you into? What flavor you like?
It's just Korean crap. It's, what is it?
Nice.
It's
Didn't you go with a little sea salt or anything?
Sea snacks.
Yeah, it's got
It smells like shit over here.
It's you.
If I fart, this whole building will need to be evacuated. I will say that.
It really is sushi without the good parts.
Wait, so did Rob really
Can I put this on?
Yeah. Did Rob really just discover you? Or did you guys know each other?
No, honestly, I was actually working with Weeze, and Rob did a call-in, and then Rob was doing a benefit for non-smokers' lung cancer in town, and being the radio douche guy. I did an opening spot
and killed,
and Rob
killed more than me.
I heard a guy laughing.
Which was annoying.
You know what the greatest thing was? I followed an improv group, which I feel like if there's comedy in heaven, you follow an improv group.
Yeah.
To have the best out of your... You know, it's like a great... Like, everybody would have killed, you know?
Yeah. It was a beautiful theater, and he just murdered, and I was like, wow, that guy's got it. And we kept in touch, and I said, we should do something together. And, of course, he didn't take me seriously because I think he had some bad experiences in his personal life and some other issues. But then eventually he say, no, I'm serious.
Yeah.
But it's like, enough, people don't. But, and then we just said, let's just do it. And because we wrote we pitched this pilot around and no one wanted to pick it up. And then we wrote a pilot and then we sent, and nobody wanted to pick it up.
Yeah.
And they said, well, let's just shoot it. And I said, well, let's just shoot the whole series. Yeah. And so I'm the only actor that I know of that shot an entire year of a series for any show. And we shot it together and we worked our ass off. And it was not easy. But my wife and I and Jamie wrote the thing and produced it. And I said, we put him in and he's great. Awesome. It's like it's his first real acting gig. And I guess about a 3-month acting course I put him through and he did great.
And it's called Real Rob, right?
And it's all Real Rob, and it's on Netflix already. You could stream it. It's pretty damn cool. That's the place we always wanted it to get on, and it got on.
It's sort of there's a little reality to it, reality elements, or
no? I mean, yes, it's based on the stuff that happened, but
not an actual reality show, though.
Yeah,
no, I know that.
Reality's boring. It was real, but it's like life with the boring parts cut out. You have some funny stuff. Like we had some stuff where I make Jamie he plays my assistant because I used to have an assistant who wasn't who was a nice guy. I made him become my assistant, but he wasn't a good assistant because he didn't never really want to do that. But I made him do it.
Yeah.
So he would screw up left and right. And there's a funny thing that we do with where because my wife wants me to get a vasectomy and I don't want to get one, so I make my assistant Jamie get one to see what it's like.
There you go.
And then while he's under, I have him do a colonoscopy too, because I need one of those pretty soon anyway.
Did you actually get a vasectomy?
You should get one.
You got one, right?
No, fuck
you
no.
haven't got one?
No.
And what are you
holding back for?
Why? I got 2. I'm thinking maybe a 3rd.
Are you really?
Fucking old. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe you're 2
I might go 3.
I didn't know you had
that's what I'm hoping for. My wife should change her mind in a year or 2. I'm delaying it. She wants me to get a vasectomy, but I'm delaying it.
It's a piece of cake. I got one. In and out, 5-7 minutes. You watch Sports Center, it's done.
Really?
Put an ice pack on your balls.
That's what I said, but my brother-in-law had it done, and he got some weird infection on his balls, and now, and it was like he was out for like 2 weeks. So that's when I was like, yeah, that could happen. So
an infection on your balls also prevents pregnancy because people won't bang you.
You would think.
Yeah.
Your package looks better too with an infection. It's bigger.
Anything.
Way bigger dick. Redder.
What's the swelling all about? How long does that last?
There wasn't even any swelling either.
You're not supposed to ejaculate for 10 days or a week.
Yeah, a week, 7 days.
7 days.
That's a hell of a load when you
amazing how
let that one go.
It's beautiful, yeah.
It's amazing how you remember
I had to do it in the tub.
You feel like a rock star. I feel like a fucking rock star.
Shooting ropes.
What am I going to do with all that?
I haven't shot ropes in 20 years. This is amazing.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Rob, I did your show a few months ago at the Laugh Factory. No, yeah, was it in L.A.?
Rob Schneider and Friends?
Rob Schneider and Friends, I did a spot. Maybe it was more, maybe it was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, at least.
I lit the room on fire.
Must have had a good set.
No.
He doesn't remember you.
No. It was good. I went up first.
No. There's 2 different stories here.
I went up first.
He saw Jamie Lissow.
I'm just wondering why I'm not in the fucking documentary. That's all I'm saying.
Chris realized this. He saw Jamie up in upstate New York, and he said Jamie did better than him, and usually headliners get jealous, and he took Jamie out to Hollywood with him.
And he gave you a nod like making believe you remembered.
I don't know what the fuck everyone's problem is this morning, but I'm fucking pissed off.
You have to surround yourself
with
lesser
get punched in the stomach? No, we're saying no, but
he sort of remembers you.
No, I would say
listen, if you would have murdered, I would have put you on my TV. I think it's pretty obvious by now. If you kill, I put you on the TV show. If you don't kill, you don't get on the TV show.
No, I was saying that you were really cool. You were really cool to me.
Oh, it was good.
Okay. And you got my name right.
I will say that the main thing is like if you've been around long enough, the guys who were like the really big comics when I was first starting out, they were great. They were nice, and like they gave you a little bit of advice or something, and I really appreciated it. Like Jerry Seinfeld took me aside and said something nice, and Jay Leno did and had me open for him sometimes. time, and you never forget that. And so, like, I mean, I think I'm one of those guys that, you know, for people who are just starting out or been working for a while, it's nice you take them aside and say, hey, that was great, and whatever. It means something, you know. And it's like with somebody like Jamie, not like you, but with Jamie, I said, let's take this guy and let's make him a star.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens, you know, because he deserves it.
Calm down, Chris.
No, I'm fine with it.
All right. You have no idea the morning this guy's had. He slept an hour and a half. He went to an Islanders-Rangers game last night. He's still drunk, maybe hungover at this point.
I was still drunk.
When he got here.
Came in, you know, I was trying to just get through, and then a guest came on, and, you know, it was just me, you know, I thought a little cocky in the first 5 minutes, so I got agitated. But then as time went on, I found that he's a nice kid. You know, he's working his ass off, and then Jeremy Roenick, who was a, you know, big-time hockey player, he came in, and he was, you know, he was doing good, and I started to get mad at him, but I had to keep it in because he's a pro hockey player. And then, you know, he came in, and I'm happy for him.
You're
and
downplaying it, though.
The thing about a pro hockey player is they always have an elbow waiting for your head.
Yeah, always.
Or a forearm.
He's downplaying it, though, Rob. Adam Pally was in. There's a movie called Night Owls that we liked, actually. Yeah. And he was debating punching him for the first 5 minutes of the interview.
Yeah, because he came in, you know, with the hot shot jokes, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, like right away. Even though, because they were good jokes. That's the thing. They were good jokes. I was like, this fucking asshole. And then, you know, he was talking about, you know, shit with De Niro and the movies and stuff, and I was like, oh, I got a picture of De Niro on my Instagram, you know, and I was just getting like, you know, going down that spiral. And then I was like, you know what, dude? I just told him, I was like, I first 5 minutes, I wanted to punch you in the stomach, but you really came around, and now
the stomach is a nicer punch, by the way.
Yeah,
you know,
I would never hit anybody in the face.
But do you know the cool thing about it is, like, because really comedians are hockey players without the contact.
Yeah,
they really are. It's that competitive thing. You want to throw a guy into the ice emotionally,
right? Yeah.
You know, throw him against the boards emotionally. So it kind of happens. But you do have that. But I will tell you this: you mellow as you get older. I mean, you're still in your late 20s or something.
No,
like that.
you're 31.
Okay, same thing. You look 2 years younger than you. Probably your liver is older than that.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, you have to mellow or you die, or that's it. You know what I mean? If you continue to get more and more bitter as a comedian, you have to get less bitter. I think it's important to be bitter at your age.
Right.
I think you have to say everything is shit and fuck everything. But at a certain point, you got to go, hey, I get what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Or you die, or you just no one wants to be around you. And you know those guys, and they're just like, who wants that?
Yeah.
So you be more acceptance. You still have to have a good bullshit detector, but you kind of like, you can appreciate where somebody's getting to. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I had, you know, I have a 6-month-old daughter, and when my girlfriend told me she was pregnant, you know, a year and a half ago, she said, she was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this? You know what you need? You want to get in the way of your career? And I looked at some of my, you know, guys who I look up to, the older comics, and I, you know, felt the bitterness, and I was like, I wonder if some of that bitterness is happening now because they don't have children. And I noticed.
Well, I will say that, you know what, that's a really interesting thing that I'm trying to get to in my stand-up act. I just haven't figured out. But the idea is, children are asshole prevention. It really is. You can only be so much of an asshole if you got kids who need something specific, you know, right then. And if you don't take care of that stuff, then you really, really are an asshole. It takes you out of yourself. It has to. It's a perfect thing, and it's natural, and it's a good thing for men. You know.
Yeah.
It is definitely coming home from the road, and your kids are waiting for you.
Oh,
you just did a shitty weekend. You're on like an hour's sleep.
They don't care about anything but hanging with you.
Nothing better than that.
But you realize all the bullshit just fucking doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I remember, I won't mention the guys' names, but I remember like a year and a half ago, she told me she was pregnant. I'm sitting up at the Comedy Cellar, and the guys sitting around, nobody has kids, and they're fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And they were great comics, guys I looked up to. My whole career was like, I can't believe I'm sitting at the table with these guys, and they're fucking miserable. And I was like, I think the common theme is they don't have any children. They go home to
That's one of the common things. They're also just fucked up human beings. They will probably have fucked up kids. But you know the weird thing is, I remember being a young comic, and Jamie can attest to this too. So you think, like, do I need to be fucked up like these people?
Right.
You're hanging around these comics that you look up to and go, they're all really fucked up people who are stuck for whatever reason, and like, I don't know if their uncle fingered them or whatever happened, or something traumatic happened. Do I need to be messed up like these people? And I just don't think so.
And have you ever heard that thing you ever heard the thing where you see a comic that has all these credits and everything, and they fucking kill themselves?
Yeah.
And you go, how is that even possible? Because they had all those things and that's all that matters. What do you mean?
Right.
And that's before kids. You go like, how's that even possible? And it's because it's not enough.
Also, as a comic, you have to have a life outside of comedy. You can't just live and breathe.
As a human being, you have to have a life. It's so funny as a comic, we so narrow it down. As a human being, you need something outside what you normally do. And I think what you're talking about is a well-rounded kind of balanced perspective on yourself, and not just yourself in the community, but yourself in the universe. If you really want to open it up, we're just on this little tiny planet that's spinning out of control. If you really think you're in control of your life in any manner, you got to realize it's like being on a 747 and there's turbulence and you grabbing the chair like that's going to do anything. Yeah, and that's really once you kind of take yourself out of that in any manner, and that's the thing about like whether it's Zen Buddhism, which I'm into, or children, it takes you out of yourself, and that's just healthier. And it's like, and that's why having the third kid is going to mess you up and probably do more for you than the first two combined.
That's what everyone says. You're good. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
No, but the whole thing is you're not.
Most likely, probably
it's good to mess with the pattern.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
It just forces something else to kind of happen, and that's the challenge of it.
Yeah.
Because sooner or later you're just going to be. The real theory of relativity is it's like time is relative. If you're 10, a school year is a tenth of your life. It's forever. That's why math sucks. It's forever. You're in there forever. But by the time you're 80, and it just flies by. So that's why go for it and completely. And that's why
it'll make me feel like I'm young.
Yeah, I just had a third, and I was against it. I was scared,
and it was like absolutely ridiculous time in his life. He's working his ass off. He's working on his TV show. I said, dude, you do not need to worry about a third mouth to feed right now.
You guys really became friends. It's so weird.
I know,
out of
man.
Nowhere.
And then people are like, is it much harder? You always hear that, is it harder with 3 kids?
Yeah.
And I honestly, I don't think it's that much different. I mean, sure, I'm staying at the Hilton in New York City, and my family's not here. But
and are you taking an extra day for yourself? Like, you know what?
But dude, you know how when you have 2 kids,
canceled.
But hey, when you talk about
some old friends, I think I'm going to stay an extra day.
You know what? Those funny. So you talk about friends and stuff. Like I've made 50 movies. I've done a lot of TV. I mean, like I'm 52 years old. I really do enjoy seeing him enjoying this. I like asking, hey, who's calling you? What's happening? How are you? Because I've been through the thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had a movie that once you have those things, it's just. But I'm excited for.
Are you saying you're a bit jaded now that you're older?
I'm just saying it doesn't affect me like
the same way when you were younger.
Yeah, what could it do for me, really? How is it going to change my life, really? But I'm excited about my wife, who I put in the TV show. I said, you'll be fine. I said, you'll figure it out. We can get another actress who won't be as good as you, probably. And I said, and you'll have fun. And that was the key. And I said, Jamie, you'll have fun doing this.
Yeah.
And this is going to help your career, blah, blah, blah. I hope so. And you deserve it. And I'm excited, more excited for him than for me.
So there's no jealousy with you from other comics upcoming that are up and coming?
As far as, I mean, for...
like they're doing really well.
I don't see it as well. You mean from me to other comics, like Louis C.K. and I've kind of gotten over that thing. I mean, there are moments where you get that you feel stuck and you get outside yourself and go, and then but when you compare, you despair. And it's like I've had a lot of success, and the thing is, if you focus on what you're excited about, that's the only thing you can really focus. That's the only thing that can move things forward, and you have to be continually moving things forward that you enjoy. And then it's like whether it's the kid or why I'm just in a good place where I don't feel like it ain't about me. And even though some of the things does piss me off, like about like the reviews and how like everybody's comparing this, like it's not as good as a Louis or whatever. It's like, fuck you. I don't give a shit. I didn't do it to be as good as anybody else. I did this because I wanted to do something. And they said, you're just trying to be Louis. This pisses me off because the critics can just suck my dick. But the thing about it, but the thing about it's funny. It's like, hey, well then if you're going to say it's because of Louis, then you can say it's because of Bob Newhart. Then you can say it's because of Dick Van Dyke. Then you can say it's because of Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Then you could say it's about the Marx Brothers. They all played themselves. That was the fun of it.
Right.
There is no rules. And it's just like, what it really is, what I've learned about criticism, it's about themselves. It isn't about me. Yeah. It's like, why does he get a show? It's basically saying, why don't I get a show?
Yeah.
And so, but it's just, that's my thing too, though. And I have to learn to let that shit go. And there's always going to be something in your life that's going to throw you. And it's up to you to decide how you're going to let it throw. And then when you're over that, it's going to give you something else.
Yeah.
It's never going to stop.
I think
and that's the thing thing.
That's the thing. It just never stops at whatever level you get to.
But that's the thing. Once you become, the idea is to net. I remember this one because I studied Zen Buddhism for a while, and it was great for me because it was all the bullshit that you feel stuck with. And anytime you get stuck, it's because you're clinging on to something, some idea that's just an idea. It's not necessarily the truth.
Right.
You know, it's when you're comparing or whatever. And then it's like, and this guy said something to me. It really shook me. He said, like, the Japanese Zen Buddhist. This guy said to me, the foremost thing you should be thinking at all times, at the front of your brain, before you think about anything else, is that you, everyone around you, and everyone you know will soon be dead. Have a good day. And I said, what a negative, horrible thing. But I realized as years go on, that becomes more, you become more meaningful in the sense of like, you realize how temporary it is.
Of course.
You should be here and whatever you can
enjoy the
do
moment
for other people. It's like, and if you can really think about that, it does help you.
Yeah.
You know, you can't think about it all the time because we're fucked up. You know, you want to be in show business and but at the same time, it's like if you have an element of that you can bring into it, it kind of takes the pressure off. And that's what I think the good thing is.
And I think too, like things change, like they change so quick. Like I remember May of 2014 was the worst fucking month of my entire life.
Tell me
I
why.
was going through like a devastating fucking breakup. The first big breakup I ever had in my life where I was like, oh my God, I'm slowly getting over it come May. And then I find out, my friend is now dating my ex. And it's like, I'm like fucking dying, right?
It's a real challenge for you.
But then I'm saying I can never feel any fucking lower. Then fast forward May 2015, just 1 year later, the same month, I have my daughter. I get on my first scripted sitcom. I get on the Seth Meyers show, and I sell a TV show to a network. And I'm like, those things happen. My life, like May 2014, I couldn't have been any lower.
Place,
yeah,
and in May 2015, I couldn't have been any higher.
Yeah. That's what happens too. It's like, but we have to realize, like, another thing that happens is that you realize that there are, in every experience, there's at least 1,000 ways to interpret it.
Right.
In other words, you'll never see a one-sided coin.
Yeah.
There's another side to it. Even if you take, like, I remember this guy telling me, if you take a magnet and you cut the south end of the magnet off, that part that you cut off, the next part that's on it will become the south part.
Right.
In other words, it's all connected to it. So there's another side. It's up to you to interpret. You can also say, hey, it couldn't hit any lower. It's got to come up and be better.
There you go. And that's what happened.
How about those comedians that like kill themselves or like or don't and just say this is over and they let it bother them and they get stuck there because they're getting from it.
Right.
Like if you stayed there and that because you were getting something out of it.
Sure.
And that's like staying in an abusive relationship, whatever, which are a lot of fun with crazy women.
But what you're saying is those depressed comics that May 2015 could be right around the corner.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Because I went through that horrible time for me and then had the nice up, I feel like in my life, if I ever, I'm sure I'll get low like that again, the good time could be coming.
I was going to say that you can't pay too much attention to the highs or the lows.
Yeah, that's right.
Stay in the middle,
that's
right?
exactly it. You don't
of course.
That was the thing about in Zen as well. It's like the idea is to let nothing bother you.
I do a little Zen, Rob.
Including your own death.
I'm hearing your language right now.
Yeah.
A little Zen.
Including your own death.
You can't
let anything bother you.
You can't focus too much on the lows, but that means you can't really focus too much on the highs.
Stay in the middle, right?
But then also,
you got to understand both sides of that.
Right. When you went through that shit, you're probably thinking, all right, now I'm going to really focus on my work. I got to turn her up a notch. I'm going to show her. You maybe use it as motivation. Fuck her. Fuck my ex-best friend.
Possibly.
Watch, I'm getting on a TV show. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It made you work harder. I'm going to work on that script.
Yeah, because I took it that way. But some guys can take it as, the world's against me.
Right. You did something with it. But it's also, you got to realize what your attachment to that. You're clinging to that you can only feel good because this woman's in your life. And that's another thing, too, that people have to realize that good feeling, you're not really getting it from that other person. You're giving it to yourself. Yeah. And that takes a while. We're talking to a 31-year-old. You got guys in the room who've been around a while, been kicked in the balls a few times, had their balls operated on. You kind of get it. That's why, like, when Jamie called me like thinking about a life change, I was like, dude, go for it, man. We'll do it.
Yeah.
That was a great phone call.
Has Distefano impressed you enough to exchange numbers yet?
I'm still on the fence.
I'm still on the fence.
I'm still on the fence for next season.
Check out my YouTube.
Rob.
You know what? One thing about talking about balls, Rob had balls. He put up all his money and shot all the episodes first before he even got a deal with Netflix.
I would say balls.
Cool. That's not balls. That means he has a lot of fucking money. That means he has a lot of money.
That's insanity.
Was just sitting around.
Insanity. I wish it was that way. I worked hard for it. Well, I would go to Jamie was on set, and I go, you shoot the rest of the day. And I really trusted trust him. He's got a great eye. He could do all this himself, which is great. But I said, I'm going to go fly out and I do some Indian casino that night, make the money, and then come back with a fistful. And then these casinos, it was some weird thing. They go like, Mr. Schneider, would you like to be paid cash for tonight? And I go, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then
under the table,
I get paid cash, and then my agent, my slimy agent, Adam Genovesian, was like, you're going to make you sign something, and then you got to have to pay taxes. There's no way you can get around the taxes. And anyway, so I okay, so I get the slimy agent. I know that guy. They're going to make you sign something. They always make us sign. So
that's how he sounds like.
I go down there, and I'm waiting at the cashier, and they're going to make me sign something. And then the cashier recognized me, so I didn't have to sign anything. Maybe I don't have to pay taxes. I'm totally psyched about saving some money.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then they gave me a stack of cash, and they go, "Would you like your own baccarat table?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." Would you like your own, would you like your own blackjack table? I said, no, I'm pretty good. No. Norm Macdonald got his own blackjack table last week, and I went, I'm not Norm Macdonald. I'm keeping this money. I'm shooting a TV show. So I got the hell out of there. I didn't even stay there. I thought they're going to rob me. I don't know what, but I got the heck out of there.
They want you to leave that money behind. They will try whatever they have to make sure.
But we would shoot like 15-hour days, man, and Rob would leave on Friday, sometimes early, and just kind of leave it up to whoever to try to finish shooting, and he would go do gigs every weekend. Fly back Sunday night and start again Monday morning.
And look like shit Monday. And say maybe special effects, they can fix my eye bags or something.
Rob, I gotta ask, because everyone is so surprised when they find out that Ella King is your daughter.
I'm surprised.
And you should say that today, man.
When I first heard that I was like, what? But Ella King is doing great. That song really X's and O's. At this point, it's like, in all honesty,
that's your daughter?
Yes.
I just downloaded that song yesterday. That's a great fucking song. That's the most recent song I have on my iPod.
But I love this song, and I love her sound. And then you do a little research, and they're like, yeah, it's Rob Schneider's daughter. And your first thought is like, what?
The voice is great. It's like vintage. I like it.
I feel so bad for her in the sense of she did this all on her own. She worked so hard. I mean, she's 20. She just turned 26. So it's like for her, it's like she started at 16. She had a little record deal at Warner Brothers, and it fell apart. And I had to explain to her, hey, listen, there's two ways of looking at this. Just like in those two coins there.
Yeah.
So you can say, hey, they don't like you, blah, 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 is whatever. It's like, isn't that? Or you can think, hey, okay, what's the real reason why I want to do this? Because I love music, because I want to express myself, and it's because I have stories to tell, and or is it because you want to be famous and money and blah, blah, blah. There's two sides to it. And so, but she's been doing it ever since, and finally she's just had such a drive for it. So a third of her life has been doing this, and that she has to deal with the fact that I'm her dad, and people ask questions about that. It's like, wait a minute, I did this on my own. And she did, she just, it was real, she even changed the name. Who wants to be a kid of a famous person and have to deal with that? Every person in her private schools is like, hey, you're right. She's like, get me away from that. And I totally get it. And I'm just happy for her that she's had this crazy success, I
gotta tell you, Opie, last night here in New York City, I watched Elle King and Rob Schneider sing karaoke together on stage.
Wow.
And
what song?
Bring the fucking house down.
What song was it?
It was fun. I sang In Dreams because I wanted to because Elle's band never saw me sing, and never heard me sing, so I wanted to, and it's a really tough song. In dreams I walk with you, dreams I talk with, holy. I can't even hit it now, but last night I hit it.
You nailed
perfectly because I've been drinking. And and anyway, and then she got up and sang a song with me. It was really, really nice.
I got to say too, she's not a one-hit wonder, by the way.
No,
that
good.
song
is going to be around.
That song's been everywhere for a while now, but she's finally
going to have a number one solid out of the gate with it. She's releasing a new song next week. She's doing concerts. She was playing the Beacon last night with the Fall Out Boys, and who were some of the other people there last night? Sarah Bareilles, or what's her name?
I can't remember.
I just, what's the weird thing is, I've become like my dad in the sense of you don't know anybody. You read a People magazine, you don't know anybody in there.
Yeah.
Am I at that point in my life now? But I'm happy for her. I'm just really tickled by the whole thing. And
now, when you, being like a famous guy, when you raised your children, were you did you raise them like that? Not to forget that you were they had a famous dad?
Well, they get over that pretty quick. Yeah. They realize dad's bullshit right away. They just, they just know you as you.
Right.
And your experience with them. I will say that I missed a lot growing up, her childhood, and I pay the price.
Yeah, because
I do, because there's an anger, and there's a thing because you miss things, and there's a certain thing about kids only get how you value them, and you value them most by spending time with them. So when you miss stuff, you say you're not as valuable. And it's like I realize that now because of my new kid. I realize like if I miss a day or an hour, what that means. And so and unfortunately, like my oldest daughter, Elle, I missed stuff because that was my career, and I realize now what a mistake that was.
You think you should have kids later?
Well, I just think it is what it is. You have to spend that time with them no matter what. And the time that you're with them, you need to be with them, And I think like, I'm trying to do what I can. And I tell her all the time, I said, hey, I'm here now. And I'm sorry I missed so much. I can't go back in time, but we can spend time now. Yeah. And she's becoming, you really don't become, it takes about 25, 26 before they come back to you and really become human beings completely on their own. Yeah. And then they can forgive and forget some of that stuff. But what the hell was I thinking having a kid then?
You make a great point. My biggest worry going through these days is I tell my wife all the time, I don't feel like I'm spending enough time with the kids, and then she'll list like everything I've done. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think it's enough still,
but
and I start panicking.
But as the fact that you're cognizant of that is everything,
really,
because it gives them the feeling that you're valuing them, and tell them, hey, Dad's got to work, but I'm doing it for you, and the time that I'm away, that just means the time we're together, we need to make more special.
I'm lucky that I don't have to travel like these guys do. These guys are road comics.
There's been 2 times where like my agent has gotten on me because I got asked to do like 1 3-week gig, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And he was like, yeah, but you're so young, you're getting all this stuff, you can't. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to really leave my kid for that long. And he's like, well, what? He was like, so you're telling me if it was between this gig that could possibly put you here and being in your daughter's life for 1 month, missing 1 month of your daughter's life, you choose your daughter? I'm like, every fucking time. I was a physical therapist before I started doing this, so I have this physical therapy degree that's kind of always there. I'm like, look, if you took this all away from me, of course I'd be upset, but if you were like, look, either you can do this and get really successful and miss a lot of your daughter's childhood, or be a physical therapist and be in your daughter's life, I'd choose being a therapist.
Well, speaking of which,
beautiful.
Do you have an elbow or anything that needs to be rubbed out? He does this from time to time.
You want to do that?
What do you got? Anything else that needs to be rubbed out?
What do you need? What do I got to do to get on Rob and Friends? What do you want me to fucking tug?
It's called Real Rob.
Real Rob, sorry.
I love that.
Rob and Friends. I'm doing a thing called Rob and Friends.
You know what's funny?
You're not in it.
In the TV show, I do a show, because it's so fucked up. I did a network show that was so fucked up, because I wanted to have a Mexican, I think because it's my wife's Mexican. I said, this could be a funny show. And CBS said, and then they gave me a woman that they didn't want a Mexican accent. I said, they hired somebody from Spain. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? So in the TV show, we make fun of that.
Yeah.
Where we have, like, I hire a woman to play, like, my Mexican wife, and they hired an Indian woman, because that seems to be the the popular ethnicity on sitcoms these days.
Well, speaking
with zombies.
Yeah, speaking of that, though, do you feel more creative freedom that you're on Netflix and you don't have to deal with the networks?
I mean, totally. I mean, I didn't get, we know how many notes, tell them how many notes we got from Netflix.
0 notes. Right?
Wow.
That's smart, though.
Some of the episodes are different lengths because it doesn't matter on Netflix.
We've been around long enough to see you guys. You got a great idea. You got the talent, and then you got to go through all these fucking filters. And by the time it airs, you're like, "This wasn't even my project." The one I brought to you.
There's an old timers poker game by Norby Walters, and I recommend it to any comic or if you ever get it. And I used to sit with literally Sid Caesar would be there, and the guy who was the mayor from Blazing Saddles, Harvey Korman, would be there. And these guys have passed away now. And like Alec Baldwin would be, the actors and comedians would it's just old-timers thing. And Sid Caesar was there, and I was like, oh my God, it's Sid Caesar right here. I might never get to see him again. And it's true, I got to spend a little bit of time with him. And he said, what are you working on? And I go, it's a sitcom. He said, he said, if you have a show that's a sitcom, and if it in any way, the end result in any way at all resembles what you started, that is a gigantic accomplishment. Because it gets so watered down, it's so messy, and it is just filtered through whatever, and it's mostly filtered through fear. That's what it's about. I remember I was doing this the sitcom for CBS, and there was a woman who would come around, and she would give you notes on stuff that didn't have anything to do with comedy. She's like, my wife, and then the show was taking off her makeup by the bed watching TV, and she said, you can't have your wife taking the makeup off in bed, the eye makeup off. I said, well, that's what my wife does. I said, well, tell her the network doesn't believe it. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? So this is what I was dealing with. And so it's like, okay, I don't want to have to deal with this shit, but you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And so we did, and I think, you still have to be your own boundaries, your own bullshit detectors, and I think we were pretty good so far.
Yeah. Rob, what would you have done if it didn't hit Netflix, like all these episodes that you shot? I mean, it was a big gamble. That's a good question. That was a big gamble, and we just lucked out. I mean, literally, I felt it was good enough it's going to get somewhere, but our hope was always Netflix. Mm-hmm. And so, I showed it to NBC, and they got really close to doing it, and then I had to edit out all the swear words and then cut it down to like 1 minute and 30 seconds, and we were able to do it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, it should be a Netflix show. So we got lucky. But honestly, there was it's the best way to get across a tightrope is to have no net.
Right.
And so we were just going for it and figured we'd get it somewhere. And we're also able to edit it for 9 months. I would just sit in the room, get it to the point where it's like, okay, it feels good. And I had 5 different composers all over the world. So it was fun. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to any comedian to spend all their money on a TV show. I would not recommend that. I would say shoot something on your iPhone and get somebody to like it, or on YouTube, and then you got a chance for that. But I was very lucky and fortunate to have good people around.
Good. With that, they're saying you have to go. We're enjoying this. Rob Schneider, the show's called Real Rob, and Jamie Lissow. Jesus, out of nowhere.
Wow,
I saw you the other day because I was wondering what happened to you.
Yeah, man.
I'm
great
very
to see
happy
you. Enjoying the new show, by the way.
Oh, thank you,
the
buddy.
new Opie show. It's great.
Appreciate it.
There's good energy in here. I don't know if it's always this way. I'll be honest with you.
I think, It depends if I'm drinking or not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, once he's sobered up.
Yeah, once I sobered up.
Real Rob, new show out. You can watch. You can binge watch this, right? They're all up there and ready to go on Netflix.
We spent 2 years on this thing, and now almost 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. And you could watch it on a meal and an extended crap. The whole thing.
So many of you guys say that. I think Bill Burr was saying that recently too. It's like you put your heart and soul in this thing for a couple of years, like you said, and you could watch it in 2 days.
Yeah.
It doesn't match up.
It doesn't match up, but at the same time, people shouldn't have to worry about how did they do this or that. No, you either enjoy it or you don't, and that's what's nice about it. Is like, I think it pisses off some of the people who are like, we're looking at this for other reasons to critique it or whatever. It's aggressively trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. I'm not like, I don't give a fuck about it. I was so lucky. I got to meet John Cleese and Eric Idle. I heard they were going to perform somewhere, and I flew. I said, honey, these are my heroes. I mean, can I go fly and see them? She said, go. So I went and saw him in Jacksonville, and then I went backstage and said, what are you doing here? And I went, dude, I came to fly to see you guys. Are you kidding me? You're my heroes. And so we went out drinking. We got like shitty drunk after. And it was like an amazing night. And I got to talk to him about everything. And he just said, like, the thing about what we did is it was silly. We just did the silliest stuff that made us laugh. And it's like, and he said, did you write all the episodes all at one time? And I went, because I said I did it after you because of Faulty Towers. You wrote it with your wife, so I wrote it with my wife and Jamie. And he said, but if you write it all together, then you have a chance to really do something with it, Yeah. And so he was kind of really happy that I did it. And I was like, it was so great to hang out with my heroes. But they were just trying to do stuff that they felt was funny, that they thought. And that was silly and not topical. Because that's the stuff that doesn't last.
Right.
Like Monty Python, you turn on, you can laugh your ass off.
Like it was filmed yesterday or whatever. They're saying you really got to go. So let's get Rob out of here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Come back and see us.
Man.
Great seeing you,
Great
Jamie.
to see you guys.
We'll come back just to wrap up, I guess. So stay there.
This is us?
What the fuck? We just talked for 15 minutes. And we're still here. We probably should have went home, but if we're having a good time, I like to continue. That's what I like to
AC/DC
do.
Live Wire.
Yes.
Great song.
I was supposed to go to AC/DC, but
is that a metal band? AC/DC?
Hard
Do
rock.
they count?
Hard rock.
Hard rock. So still not metal.
hard rock, not metal?
No, not metal.
Judas Priest, metal.
Metal, yeah.
Judas
Iron
Priest is
Maiden,
metal.
AC/DC's coming back around again. I think they're doing a garden, so we'll go down.
Iron Maiden.
So you're going to promise me again?
Well, if
you're
you're
going to
not
give me another empty promise, is that what you're getting at here?
if you're not 75 miles away out in the
Right.
the east end of Long Island,
Okay.
to get to the Meadowlands, you'd have to take a helicopter.
I've never seen AC/DC, and I got to.
Do it, dude.
One of the best shows.
And they still do it. They haven't lost anything.
Nothing.
The clips I watch from time to time, I'm like, holy fuck, this sounds like the band from the early 80s still.
I'm here in the spring. They'll be around.
I got to go to the
So we'll
garden.
go.
Nah, but you don't know any of this shit because
No.
you didn't come up with rock. That's so
No
weird to
rock.
me.
What did you want? I mean, in my neighborhood.
What year did rock stop for kids?
Like
What?
Well, Nirvana was 92, came out, and then Pearl Jam, all that stuff, and about like by 97, 98, it was...
Kids were starting to listen to hip-hop or, like the Limp Bizkit. Introduced them more to like a metal rap type thing that led to rap.
The 80s, you can get laid by listening to hard rock and heavy metal and listen to rock music, and then all of a sudden it switched when Nirvana came out and everyone was wearing flannels, and it wasn't fun anymore. It was great music, but it wasn't fun, and chicks weren't going to shows to go get laid and fuck the band backstage. And then the younger generation, guys like Chris coming up, wanted to go to the party in high school or in college and get laid. He can't go around going, Judas Priest got a new record coming out, or Nirvana. Can you believe Nirvana broke up or any of that shit? None of those girls cared, so he had to go to more of the hip hop and the pop stuff to get pussy.
All the white kids from the suburbs who went to my high school was all Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, see that's where all girls would go to see Dave Matthews.
Fans, that wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't
I wasn't
bad.
a huge Dave Matthews fan, but that was still okay. It was those whiny bands that popped up that I kind of was done. Yeah, where they're talking about the mall and this and the chicks and the fucking just whining.
Those are where the girls were, though.
I know. They loved all that shit.
Loved all that shit.
I'm trying to remember some of the names of those bands.
LFO.
There you go.
Well, like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Summer Girls.
Summer Girls. That was the name of this.
You got a twin brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's got a twin brother. Watch out for him. I don't even know. It might be his twin today. I don't even know.
You have a twin?
Yeah.
Do you look alike?
Yeah, identical. Get on the mic.
Do you guys want to fucking kill each other? Most people don't want to have a twin brother. I got a brother-in-law. It's his biggest fucking fear to go through life with a twin brother.
No,
he doesn't want anyone looking like him. It's not bad, you say?
No, it's not bad.
And you guys are identical?
Yeah.
How close?
Half hour apart.
No, I mean, how close in the looks?
Identical.
No, I know it's identical, but I mean...
You can't tell sometimes.
You can't. That's what I'm getting at. Thank you, Roland. Hold on. Let me get your mic on. You can't tell.
No, sometimes you go, hey, Paul. He goes, it's me, Eric. I'm gosh. His brother.
There's definitely something weird.
Are both of you in here right now today?
Yeah. There's definitely something weird going on. And by the way, he was just on, was it WWE?
No.
What was that?
Wait, you were on TNA?
Yeah.
He got knocked around.
Why are you on TNA? Why are you so quiet? You got stories to tell.
That was in the Manhattan Center.
Why were you part of this?
I was security.
But how are you in the wrestling world?
I knew a guy who knows the guy who sets up the ring.
So they made you a security guy for the day so you could get a little action? I didn't know this.
You went to wrestling camp.
You didn't go to wrestling camp.
3 months.
Yeah?
He's got stories to tell.
Is that your girl?
That's his brother.
Yeah. No.
Wait, is that you or your brother?
No, it's your girlfriend.
That's my brother.
Wait, you're going out with your brother?
No.
That's your brother's girlfriend?
Yeah.
You guys ever tried to switch off?
No.
You never banged the same girl?
Come on.
No.
God, that's what I would do with my twin.
Wait, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you do that? At least just once? Especially when you're young, when these relationships don't mean shit.
Did you guys ever sit in for tests or anything like that? What'd you do? Take advantage of your?
So you
didn't do anything. You didn't take advantage of you being identical.
No, I wouldn't want him to take the test for me.
Yeah, but God wanted you to be identical so you could fuck around.
Exactly.
And you didn't fuck around.
I tell the story every once in a while.
What if some girl in a bar says, "Hey, I want to have
that
sex
did
with both of you
happen.
guys"?
A girl said that, and somebody told us, and he goes, "Oh, they were just kidding," and everybody's like, "No, they weren't." So he fucked it up for us.
That's like a bucket list thing for a girl.
The Napoleon Dynamite guy, I bring us up from time to time. Yeah. The Filipino kid, I think, in Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Pedro. Whatever he was. I guess maybe he's Mexican. I don't know what he was. But
Ramirez, is that friend Ramirez?
Yeah, he came in once and openly admitted he had a twin brother, and then his twin brother was doing some of the interviews.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
And then we're not even sure if we're talking to the real one anymore.
Yeah, you don't know.
He fucked us bad, but I believed him. He said,
that's hilarious.
He's like, I got a twin brother where, look how close these two look. And he goes, my brother is absolutely substituted for me to do some of the things.
So which one was in the movie? You don't know.
I would say the one
to the right.
I think it's
I'm guessing because he looks more Hollywood, but that's tough. I don't know. They look really identical. Yeah, I would say the one to the right if this is a visual, but whatever.
Huh.
All right.
And
you're in a lawsuit or something? Are you allowed to talk about that yet?
It kind of fizzled out. So
the lawsuit fizzled out?
Yeah. For
what happened?
Evidence-wise.
He was.
What did he do?
It was a neighbor, right?
Yeah.
What were we doing?
Tell Chris.
I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, what?
Now was your twin brother?
No, none of us were. It was the neighbor doing something.
What was he doing?
What did you guys doing?
A little piss in the bottles.
getting thrown in our direction.
He would piss in bottles and throw them in your direction?
What, at your house or at you?
In the yard. Because he hated us.
Which one?
No, he hated the whole family.
Your whole family?
Yeah.
So he would pee in a bottle, throw it at your house.
Why did he hate your family?
I don't know, something that happened years ago, and he carried it for 15 years.
Well, what was it?
He would yell at my dad for throwing snow, like shoveling snow and putting it in his yard.
So,
and then it got into nails throwing, and then a gun was involved too.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
That's why you had to get the cops involved.
Huh? Yeah.
Who had the gun?
He did.
And he was pointing it at you guys?
Yeah. And he wrapped a towel around his head, pretending to be a terrorist.
That's weird.
Sounds like you got plenty for a case. I don't know.
Does he still live there?
Yeah. Right next
Dude,
door
watch Investigation Discovery. Watch that show Stalked or like Fear Thy Neighbor. Those two shows, those people get killed all the time. So
what, he was pissing in bottles and throwing them on your lawn?
He had a food truck where he had a morning delivery run, and he'd piss in the bottles, and then we'd set up a night camera, and you could see the bottles leaving the truck.
So where's the lack of evidence? You got it on film.
Got it all there.
I don't know.
How did it fizzle out then?
I have no idea, because I wasn't there for the case.
So they threw it out of court?
Yeah.
Oh, now he's going to be a real pain in the ass.
What were you suing him for, or what was
harassment?
Harassment, okay.
But you got the videos.
Yeah, all the videos.
Can we put them up?
Huh?
Can we put the videos
I
up?
have a picture of like 80 bottles of piss.
You saved them?
Yeah, well, no.
How about you do everything not to piss him off?
We weren't doing anything. We were leaving him alone.
Yeah, but let's not post the videos and stuff.
I want to see it.
Yeah? Where is it?
No, I don't have it anywhere.
But you got your wrestling videos up there.
That was just last night.
Okay. I didn't know the case fizzled out.
Yeah.
We've known about this for a while.
Even if we don't put it up, at some point, we should look at the
I think I have
picture
it
of
on the
all the
laptop
bottles.
back in the office.
You know,
you've brought the energy down. If Rob Schneider was here, he wouldn't say there's a positive energy.
This is the guy that Chris should beat the crap out of.
Can we go? E-Rock, get on mic.
Yeah.
We had a perfect ending, and we fucking pushed it.
I'm going to punch you in the stomach.
Paul's a dud on the air, huh?
Come on, Paul.
We're learning that Paul might be a dud on the air.
We need Larry here.
What?
We need Larry here.
We love Paul, but he might be a dud.
He's a nice guy.
He does
you know
great
what I mean?
shit for the show, but he might be a dud.
That's the problem. He's a nice guy.
You need Larry here?
Yeah, we need
your
Larry.
roommate. What's going on is Roland, Paul, and Larry, who's a fucking. He's a character and a half.
Come in on Monday to help out.
On Monday, he wants to help out on the show?
Yeah.
We have nobody.
We're going to be shorthanded Monday.
Shorthanded.
Why are we going to be shorthanded Monday?
A lot of people on vacation.
How about we have Larry on the show tomorrow? I'm thinking of doing a show tomorrow.
Yeah, we have nobody.
We don't have to do radio tomorrow, but we might as well. You guys want to come back?
Yeah, I could come back tomorrow.
I can come back.
Let's just do the whole thing again tomorrow with Distefano and Florentine. Fuck it, we'll do a show tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't think we were scheduled to, but let's fucking just do it. And let's get Larry in here.
Let's get Larry.
I want Larry in here. Larry is a fucking trip. These idiots are living in Larry's house.
Really?
Larry has a house in a who gives a fuck part of Brooklyn where there's nothing around. And Roland, because it's a great deal, moved in. And then Paul moved in.
No, I was there before Roland.
Yeah.
Oh, were you?
I arranged the deal to get Roland.
And I asked them about it. I asked these guys about Larry's place, and it's nowhere good. There's nothing around the area. There's no bars,
your own
no
bedrooms?
shopping, there's nothing.
But we have fun all the time, though.
Well, they antagonize Larry and videotape it and then put it on Instagram. It's actually hilarious.
I said to Paul that it has potential. So far, I'm not feeling the Larry show yet, but I think you guys are going to hit. I think it's going to hit finally. Yeah, there's Larry. You go to the Paulio, I guess, right? On Instagram, and he posts videos of him living with Larry, who our listeners don't know yet, but maybe tomorrow we'll introduce him to the people.
That's what you should call
and Roland.
Well, living with Larry?
Yes.
Yeah, living with Larry.
We got his car tour.
You're almost there. You're almost there. This thing, I think, could be really good.
You just missed something. They make Larry drive these two everywhere.
Right.
To go shopping for all this stupid stuff, and then they wind up getting his car towed by the city.
And Larry's just dealing with this? He doesn't need you two guys in his house. Right?
No.
Is there a video we could play for the people that might work?
Wait, scroll down. Keep going.
Remember, this is important. You better pick the right one.
No,
because right now you're...
Keep going down. When we're in that one right there.
This one.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
This is your shot, dude.
Well, what is this video?
Where do we go? We got pizza or something?
Oh, no, Chinese food. At, was it noodle 89 or noodle
89 noodles.
89, oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
But Larry he's very clean.
Yeah. Oh, he's a neat freak.
OCD.
OCD all the way?
Yeah, and I like to eat in the cars.
And this is what you guys filmed. All right, no eating in the car, it's called.
Ron, pass me an egg roll.
Okay.
I'll kill you.
Why?
Do not eat in my car.
Why? We're hungry.
Wait till we get
We're
home.
hungry.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
Ron.
That's it.
That's it. No. Anyway, all right.
You want Larry tomorrow?
Huh?
You want Larry tomorrow?
We want Larry tomorrow. We want Distefano. Maybe you'll be all right tomorrow.
I'll be all right. I'm not gonna have any booze tonight. No, I'm not gonna do anything tonight. I'll come in.
I kind of like the boozy version.
You like?
You should drink.
I'll do whiskey and Pepto-Bismol then.
I have tequila here tomorrow too.
All right, I'll take a swig.
I like the boozy Distefano. I like the other version of Distefano.
I have Bloody Marys here too tomorrow.
Any guests coming on tomorrow that I can hit?
No guests tomorrow.
No, because we weren't sure we were doing a show, so we'll just fuck around tomorrow.
Fuck it, we'll do it.
Maybe it's time to get a little Falcone in here. Definitely some Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, Bichetti?
Oh, he's in LA.
We had an idea.
I saw his Twitter.
We'll do it sometime. When he's back.
I want to announce it, though. Bichetti gets really teary-eyed watching
Frosty the Snowman.
Were you here for that day?
No, I was listening in the car. It was hilarious.
So we wanted to say fuck it and watch the whole episode with him.
That'd be great.
Yeah. But he can't do it tomorrow, really?
I saw his Twitter like 15 hours ago. He was in L.A.
Well, maybe he comes back
Stacey
tonight.
Persman.
Yeah.
Maybe he comes back today. See if he...
you don't know for sure if he's...
No, I'm not sure. I just saw his Twitter saying 15 hours ago. He was something in Hollywood.
Maybe he's flying back today.
Maybe.
He is so Hollywood, that guy.
Bichetti?
Yeah.
I sent him a text.
I just want to watch him watch Frosty. I don't even give a fuck if he makes good radio. I just want to see it for myself.
Danny sent me a text.
Huh?
Danny sent me a text.
What did he say?
No one cares. He's up for fun tomorrow.
What?
He's up for fun tomorrow.
All right. This was fun today, guys.
All right, man.
Well, what are we doing? Florentine's got a show with Voss.
This weekend, Treehouse in Westport tomorrow night, me and Voss, and then Saturday we're doing New Haven. Go to treehousecomedy.com in Connecticut. And then digitalplayground.com/DP Star. I'm a judge on this new, the next big porn star to trying to find. Right. And new episodes are on there. I think episode 2 airs today. And then I got a new CD coming out tomorrow, Terrorizing Telemarketers Volume 6.
You got any more? I know you did one to Rob Schneider.
No, I got it. You can take this copy,
No, let's give a couple more out.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll bring some more in tomorrow. I only have one for now.
Let's do it tomorrow. We gave a bunch away today.
I want to see how loyal the fucking listeners are because Paul just fizzled out this radio show.
I got one. I can throw this one out right now. It's up on iTunes and all that stuff, and you can listen to it. The first single, "In a Pickle," is out now.
Does Paul want to be on the air down the road? He's a young kid. Do you want to be on the air?
Yeah, someday.
Yeah, someday is the answer for that.
Not with that attitude.
Someday.
Opie's buying the staff lunch today.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, you're the best.
All right.
Thanks. Was there a memo? What happened?
What is he buying?
Lunch.
Really?
Today or tomorrow?
Yeah. Let me see what I got in my wallet. Whatever's in my wallet is yours.
Ooh, I'll call it barbecue.
Let's play the magic wallet game. Give me my coat. Whatever's in there, and I really don't know. I will just give you whatever money's in my wallet.
That
right
means
now.
we're not getting it.
No, I swear to God, I have no idea how much is in there. I promise you.
There's no way there's more than 300 in there.
No.
300? That I can guarantee.
A Hoboken,
never more than 200 in my pocket.
Hoboken
at all times
BBQ restaurant. We love you.
All right, here we go.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Oh, it looks all right.
It's not too bad. Let's see.
Looks like it's about 110.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 82. Oh, a 5, 87.
You did well.
It's not bad. You can get
We're going to Del Frisco's to get steak tips.
Playing the magic wallet game, $87.
Oh, 87. Oh, well,
that's all I got. Fuck.
Well, we'll do.
Paul, take the money. You're in charge of the money this time.
Buffalo Wild Wings rolling.
$87 for the boys.
Oh, yeah, half the staff is gone. We're going to Del Frisco's.
You can't go to Del Frisco's on $87.
Yeah, 3 of us. Steak tips. Special at the bar, $13.95. Steak tips and garlic, mashed potatoes.
Distefano, what do you got, buddy?
Me, I got Caroline's at the end of this month, December 27th to the 30th, and then a bunch of stuff in 2016. Check out chrisdcomedy.com.
Great. And all I got is the YouTube channel. I'm just promoting that Colin Quinn clip. I fucking this one I really like a lot. We tweeted out, but Opie Radio on YouTube as well. So that's it. You guys definitely coming back tomorrow?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right, then fuck. I'll do another show this week. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening.